Thanks to Kevin Hahn making this happen, and you could thank him by subscribing. And it looks like we got the Yun on point against Clea. How do you feel about this matchup, Tim?
Yun has a bit of an uphill. I think he's a very powerful character, but definitely much like a Chris Redfield, his ability to chase air characters comes into question, specifically when they're as fast and mobile as Clea.
Agreed. I feel like he has good things for if he can get above someone, the dive kick is very strong, so timing how he comes down in relation to how they come down can be really strong. And if you just get that cross-up dive kick, you're going to be able to start something scary. But both of them unfortunately drop their confirms. And that's an opportunity for Clea to start getting hands, uses it for a teleport. So with Clea's hand, she could use it to power herself up, but she could also use it to teleport, having access to the power of a Dormammu-esque teleport, even though it takes a resource for her.
Okay, and keeps it simple. Oh, level 3, okay.
Maybe this gets a specific mix-up afterwards because of the cinematic timing. Is able to get charged.
Oh, straight from the heavens.
Clea evaporates in 8 hits, and with that, Evil Ryu... Oh no. Evil Ryu's assist, unfortunately for GoldenNut, didn't confirm, but the footsies from Red She-Hulk ended up working out against Juri here. But the standing medium drops. This is looking a little scary. Juri has a hit.
Ooh, tried to use the new sway move.
Yeah, that move is armored and overhead and scary. Ooh, went for the jump jabs, which are soft knockdown in Feng Shui engine. Great confirm, got under S.T.A.R.S Jill, but a terrible day for GoldenNut when that drops. S.T.A.R.S Jill survived, gets to get the hit here. This is looking potentially very scary, and now either one of them could die very easily. Let's see how they both approach this. X Factor running low.
Stagger.
And with that, Tangrowth going to take the first game over GoldenNut in good use of the clutch from S.T.A.R.S Jill, able to get the hits when needed, and it feels rough when you have the hit on the character and you lose that, but let's see how GoldenNut's mental does for this. I feel like they have the good mindset for being able to handle it when some of those things go in challenging ways. Ooh.
This is just GoldenNut's a natural style. Very strong aggression. You just feel like there is an inherent force behind his play. But on the other hand, Tangrowth's precision and specialty setups just cannot be matched with this game.
Into the Feng Shui engine, which means that some of the meters kind of get built back. Nice, nice. Uses the Feng Shui for getting the stacked fireball without needing to do a load first. And with this, Red She-Hulk is going to be able to kill off Juri. How many resources does she need to make it happen?
1.
Decides to invest in the Super Fireball from Ryu, and gets the hit, but it's in an awkward way, so it doesn't have the confirm until that sway follow-up with the overhead.
That new confirm just giving so much interesting damage opportunities for Red She-Hulk. Already a high swing character, but now just feeling like she is very off the chain. Oh no! Just slow down the rest of that X Factor.
Ooh, and the red fireball coming through. Oh, got the hit, but it kill. I would be a little scared to be summoning this Evil Ryu while she still has X Factor going. And gets over it. This is going to be an expensive way, but I think if you're not already being hit, you're... Like, the level 3 won't work if it's a situation where the command throw would get you, right? Because it hits
sure.
Right. I think it hits the frame. Like, if you are in flash, you are not holding up. I think it catches you. Can someone confirm that for me? I'm pretty sure that it would have gotten out, but Tangrowth here. Oh, that was the partial hit from the flame carpet, but GoldenNut techs into getting hit more. Substantial meter lead for GoldenNut.
Ooh,
goes for the super.
Got caught. This is going to be real close. Next touch will kill. Teleport.
Great.
Throw. Make it count. No.
Ooh. Got through with the dashes. This is looking so good for Tangrowth. And with that, going to be the last pixel on there, and manages to make it work with Clea. So both S.T.A.R.S, Jill, and Clea have done their anchor rolls. Let's see if we're going to see the opportunity for Juri to do her stuff, or, oh, this time it may just be getting momentum right away. And the Cyclic 101 is at 93 months? Oh my gosh, thank you for supporting the community for so long, Cyclic. And I know that you have not only supported through subscriptions, but I have heard so many people over the years talk about how amazing your cookies are. So thank you for supporting the community through cookies as well.
And we love you, Surge.
She armored through it with the sway, but then still ended up not having the confirmed lead into what was needed to win the game.
Ooh. Quick draw. Tangrowth pulling the pistol.
Yes, has armor, Xeno.
Hit.
It has armor that is very hard to mess with. Yeah, you should be spamming it. It is a spammable move, and great command throw here by GoldenNut. Ooh, and Juri looks like she's gonna die here. How many resources does it take? It only takes one bar. GoldenNut optimized well, and that means he has another arm for neutral.
Ooh, nice catch.
May not have the opportunity.
Flames.
Into install.
Oh, too late. Wait, it caught the jump frames.
I wonder if GoldenNut got air dash or something, because I know a lot of the time you could like let go back for a moment and then go back to holding back and get air dash, and especially with the character like Evil Ryu, where in install he has access to it. Wouldn't be surprised if that was a source of some tragedy there.
Ooh, pick up past X Factor. That was going to be a large hit.
Ooh, and it looks like Tangrowth on their way to potentially not 3-0ing this. Okay, GoldenNut has the hit, is going to invest the resources. Clea goes down, but S.T.A.R.S Jill's coming in here, and there is not that much life against her, but there is a mix. And this team can kill you dead.
Oh
but
no!
Needs to hit the combo to do that.
It's fine. Pick him up. Knock him down.
What a great salvage by GoldenNut there. Things were looking dire, but then the hit confirms were on deck when it was important. Great stuff. There was a bake-off at EVO? That sounds delightful, Cyclic. I'm sorry everyone ducked, though.
Okay, Tangrowth just getting an overall feel, I think, for the engine again. You're seeing a lot of micro improvements, but ooh, that Yoon string, very dangerous.
I'm curious. I don't think the snap into Juri was intentional, but it looks like still trying to capitalize off the situation. Gets the hit. This is going to be the end of Juri, especially if he invests a meter. And with that, GoldenNut kills off the point lady, but Clea's coming in, has air dash, has flight. She has great ways to deal with incoming. And Red She-Hulk, on the other hand, she kind of needs to deal with it.
Okay, runs out of buff here. Just going to try and zone.
Puts out some meteors. Oh, and X Factors to stay safe.
The assist!
Ooh, Leah and X Factor is terrifying, but she also has a different timing for her rising, so the string that would have worked outside of X Factor didn't work properly for Tangrowth. Both of these players are going at it, pressing those buttons, trying to confirm off of these scrambly situations.
Hit the flames. Level 3 again? Wow, gets a button. People need to stop swinging on this Clea.
Okay, Evil Ryu out here with 2.5 meters. I would be very scared for S.T.A.R.S Jill assist use. Ooh, but great use of the daggers of Dinak while sped up in order to get that. Oh, this is going to be the end of Clea. Is it going to require any resources? It's not even the end of Clea.
DHC.
And Evil Ryu is going to live this, and does not have a punish available, though.
Oh, almost hit there. This is going to be closer than it looks.
Oh, their punish was there with 2M, but then 2H was not quite far enough of a button. I think that GoldenNut needed the 6H if they wanted to confirm there. But now Evil Ryu is at a pixel, only has a little bit of meter. 1 bar on deck to try and save themselves.
Ooh, didn't call an assist, luckily.
The throw has been acquired. Goes into super immediately, and it kills off S.T.A.R.S Jill. If the incoming mix-up's real here, Clea gets the throw, and Tangrowth takes it 3-1.
Player 2 wins.
That was a great starting set for our evening. And we're starting our evening off with wonderful Capcom games that have wonderful mod content in them. What are some... If you want to play some Capcom games, mod content, or otherwise, how would you... New Sway move, so he said he will be mashing it. Let's see if the mashing will be mashing, or if at first we may not even see that because we just see his Juri do work, or if a lazy boss is going to clean her up with US Agent, gets the first hit here. This is going to be potentially the end of Juri, and with an overhead it will be a now. There's no need for lazy boss to even spend meter. She's just done.
Yep. US agent saying, while we may be a democratic country, there's no need for this jury.
Topical. But it looks like US agent, the THC there, kills and leaves room for the mix-up. This is going to be RSH against the full team, but goes in for the command throw, lazy boss ready for it, and hits with the cross-up overhead.
That's a Deadpool player's favorite thing. It's both an overhead and a cross-up. How do you say more?
Got the hit into level 3, but the level 3 doesn't connect. And because of that, does the lazy boss know the timing for this? It's as it needs to be. And Damon Friday, thank you for subscribing to the Kevin Haw. It is appreciated. And the appreciation for Lazy Boss's excellent US agent going in there as he kills off Red She-Hulk and takes the first game against Xeno. Lazy Boss looked good through a lot of that. What does Xeno need to adjust in order to make this happen? Ooh,
he has to stop letting Boss be his barber because he's just not noticing when it's going for his head.
Gets the TAC, but then Lazy Boss ready for the TAC break. Let's see what Xeno able to do now that he has Leon in. He does have a substantial meter advantage over Boss and shoots him into oblivion. This is going to be the majority of Agent gone, and Gambit, through just the chip, has eaten a chunk. And using that falling horizontal rifle in order to control space.
Wow, Xeno was on the ball here. Easy kill, I think. He knows exactly how to position this to get that last surge of damage if he needs it. A little more than I thought that was going to cost.
But then Juri, gets thrown. This is looking scary for her. But the THC in order to get the shots, and because of the low recovery from hypercharging S.T.A.R., was able to do stuff afterwards, but ends up getting a reset instead, able to build back a decent amount of bar in the process. This is looking decent as the Lazy Boss trying to make this comeback, hits with the overhead. Is this the end of Leon? It is, but Red She-Hulk, very powerful lady. With X Factor, though, US Agent can kill her off. Okay.
It's all down to this mix, and oh my god, goes straight into the Soul Bad Girl.
Yes.
Has access to a Roman Cancel Gunflame if they get some bar built.
Or hits 8 times and kills the character. That is Xeno doing the work, getting on the board. Red She-Hulk is anchored, doing the job for them.
Well, thank you, Angel Glory. Your contributions are many, and we appreciate all of them.
Yeah, for those who don't know, when you hear the announcer on this game for modded good stuff, that is the Angel Glory. So you've heard their voice without even knowing who they are potentially. It's amazing. But let's see, really good air throw there by a Lazy Boss, but we'll need to invest a decent amount of resources to kill Red She-Hulk off of that starter.
Weird timing.
And now the Belligerence comes in. Leon assist is going to get exploded. And Red She-Hulk as well gets the level 3 and the level 3 connect. And the Dempsey roll does a chunk on US Agent, but gets a reset and hitting 2. Everything going Xeno's way this time.
Thank you, Gambit. Saves the day.
And
This is
Leon's
close for
going
both
to
players.
lose the majority of his life.
Ooh.
Went for the snap. I appreciate that. Ooh, but Leon is at a very low chunk of life here. Is this going to be X Factor to save him? Wasn't quite within range for the
This is
invulnerability
fine.
to
Use
get
of
him
the
there.
X Factor. You needed that
Yeah.
life lead. And, I mean, this character can get a lot of free damage in.
Oh, X Factor activated, gets caught by the dive knee, and I think the Jury falls out here. Dash, dash,
Yeah, I
dash.
think you had to directly super as opposed to fire off the bolts first.
Yes,
Oh
indeed.
no, the speed bonus! And Juri's surprisingly bad at getting that last little scent of chip sometimes. Some of her strings just have no ability to do that.
And with that, a lazy boss clutches it out against Xeno, going up 2-1. Xeno looked like they had it there a few times, and it looked like they had reversed the situation, but lazy boss able to turn things back around. Xeno taking a moment to think. Ooh, and this time Juri's getting the touch, going to be able to move US Agent towards the corner, but doesn't quite have the timing on the pickup off of the wall bounce. But really good use of the projectile in order to keep US Agent from advancing towards her on the ground. And with that, this is going to be the end of US Agent.
And
Oh
the
my
start of
gosh.
Fetus gifting a sub to the Danger Box.
Thank you, Fetus, for supporting the community in all the ways that you do. Ooh, I like that
Great hit.
because that fireball was meaty. If Lazy Boss may have tried to do something, but because the fireball was there, it was able to keep them contained. Got so much meter, and is going to potentially kill off Gambit. Ends up needing to spend one more, but
no.
oh no! He
I would
texts too
DHC
early at
this on
that point
instinct.
in the combo. And with that, this is going to be the triple hyper. Psychelic gifting a sub to Kendrick Lamar. Thank you, Psychelic, for supporting the community.
And the community's
Oh.
community.
Okay, Juri at a pixel, at no pixels. Red She-Hulk coming in. What will she do? She does have the ability to move forward and become invulnerable, so that can be a little scary, especially if you're doing things like dive knees.
That's it. Just to be a little bit more caution here. It doesn't have any resources, so the longer you can stall out and just build far, the better your next matchup's going to be. That's a little far. Tiny character body.
Ooh, but gets the confirm there after X. It's all up to Gambit now against Red She-Hulk in the Soul Bad Girl mode with access to some gun flames. Has X Factor remaining. Ooh, but left on a pixel though.
Got a good stall there to actually get rid of most of the X Factor time. It's not easy, but it's doable, as the next hit for Gambit will kill.
Okay, so goes for the Cajun escape. Or,
You cannot leave gaps here, or Leon's next gunshot will instant kill you. Like that.
ooh, got the pixel! And with that, Xeno ties it up 2-2. Is this going to be Xeno's game, or Lazy Boss going to seal it out? I'm excited to see.
Dealer's choice, it's 50-50 going into this last match.
Ooh, got the hit, but the confirm was not there, and because of that, Xeno got to advance with their assist and clip Lazy Boss's assist for a little bit of meter and damage.
Ooh, good open. What's the reset going to be? High or low? He's mostly been going high at the moment, so...
Decides to spend the resources. Decides to spend 1 meter, so now if there's a hit, it's a hit for Xeno, and
Oh,
goes
too high.
over the top.
Oh no! Good
Making sure
defensive
that-
shield. Went for overhead again. Probably not the right read of that distance, but it's all coming together again.
Oh, got the hit, but then was cautious because of the assist. And Leon's invulnerability goes there, and
Hit
the
stun?
command
Yeah, there's
throw
still hit
was
stun.
yeah, that was still in the block. Gets to the other side, and
The knife has
throw-
a decent amount of it.
Oh gosh, US Agent's about to explode, and now Xeno still has a good 2/3 of X Factor and his Soul Bad Girl.
Ooh, the gunflame late hit almost just destroyed everything. Oh, that's a little weird above your head.
The timing must be a little different in the X Factor too, but she can still kill off of this. She's still a bad girl. S.T.A.R.S Jill definitely can make this happen, especially with 3 meters on deck.
Nice! Went for the guard break!
And with that, has 2 meters on deck. Tyrant Ray.
It's a little weirder on the second hit there. Had to do for the DHC on the first. Still be enough? Oh.
Gets the block here though, and press buttons immediately. Oh, she got the block in time. That was late punish by Xeno, but
Godlike low
lazy
profile
boss.
there.
That Xeno takes it 3-2 over Lazy Boss. I'm gonna have to hop off now in order to play my match against SHOGUNDo. Good luck and have fun, SHOGUNDo.
The matches are brilliant tonight. Thank you so many. 61 people is a great place to be on a Monday. The ones to solve this equation. Confidently moves forward. Gloria, a character that really wants to start the dance as soon as she gets the opportunity. Going to try and push this slightly more lumbering flyer into the corner and just start the bar building operation. Oh, 50-50. Where are you blocking? But low damage from Gloria meant that Isicera almost took a whopping hit here. It is a total marathon to get a kill off Gloria solo, so it's going to rely on this DHC. Or Destroyer. After the scaling, that's going to be a lot of damage left off. SHOGUNDo over-exaggerated how far they could stretch without getting caught by the Smart Mine, and Isicera just taking advantage of this pressure. I think they're going to go back into Gloria. And looks for a reset there. Nice breakout. SHOGUNDo making use of all the tools on their team. Gloria pretty susceptible even to just chip. Captain Marvel really wants to make the most of this X Factor. A powerful fight and zoning character who's inherently low damage. So having access to X really pushes her to her peak performance. But Isicera, realizing this, does a great job of just setting up the traps. Now going to trade it out. Incredible reaction from SHOGUNDo, making great use of that Onslaught charge super. Ooh. Both players have to have a degree of caution enforced here. Ooh, War Destroyer gonna get caught. And Isicera willing to trade. Let the X finish off that Onslaught. Has plenty of health in reserve. Now SHOGUNDo, no X Factor and just so much chip in front of them.
Player 2 wins. Ready? Fight!
And SHOGUNDo really did have a strong grasp of what they needed to do last time. Just overall, things got a little ahead of their plans, but if things go a little bit better, we can see a very clear win con for them. Isicera is still heavily reliant on the bar, and plenty of characters that can be pressed and trapped. Yourself. Now brought to the Onslaught. Onslaught has the resources and the health to sustain this pressure. And if they get even one good read, they are capable of killing on any touch. Isicera, smart use, going to take us to the full reps here. Optimal damage here. Oh, unfortunate drop means that Onslaught gets a lot more space to work with. Oop. Not as safe an option as that used to be. Beam DHC. Oh, going to let it loose. Isicera giving that space and stay in front. No confirm. SHOGUNDo playing a little bit of fire here. Goes for another trade of X. Wow, the pullback from the super actually just spacing it out perfectly. Isicera's incredible frosty personality under these high-pressure situations, just always pulling the victory. Where this is the moment SHOGUNDo finds a hit, crushes Gloria. Oh, the weird physics going to cause the fallout. Took out the War Machine, but left the Gloria alive. Now without X Factor, it's just going to be reliant on these strong zoning and defensive tools. Isicera can't be too careless when she calls it assist. Tries for the beam read, actually tails the foot. It's small little things like this that are going to keep SHOGUNDo in this game. Have to be observant of the pinwheel. Gets caught on the edge. Ooh. Another strike to X. Isicera is not completely safe. Quick blow. But ooh, fantastic finish. Pinwheel. X Factor. This goes for the chip out, and that'll do it. 2 up by Isicera. SHOGUNDo going back to character select. They have a few backup tools in their repertoire. I wonder which one we'll see. Still believes in the War Machine. Bison, a powerful and recently buffed anti-projectile character. And so Captain Marvel, I like this change. SHOGUNDo has experience with Bison, and Bison may in fact be the right choice, granting a very powerful assist and super option. And yeah, now with that assist back, you see there is a lot more of an option, but ooh, good break of that offense. Gloria cannot leave that Bison to move through the air. It will go through all those projectiles. Now SHOGUNDo has to fight their way out of the corner. Isicera just presenting Marvel 2 situations at their best. Long limbs, high pressure, and catches the head. Like Ultimate Psycho Crusher, wow. Losing to the gold armor option. Isicera anticipating everything even before it happens. Bison is now out. Specifically if a beam assist, just a lethal option select. Is it a low? Is it a high? Is it an anti-projectile? Psycho Crusher has a super, has the regular one. Great teleport game. And, oh! Unfortunate hit. Catches the assist, but doesn't get the War Machine. But Bison was cooking, and now, no X. Just the Captain Marvel into the corner. Blitz blow. There's another great happy birthday, but it falls apart because of weird physics. But it is clear that SHOGUNDo has the spirit and the patience to still possibly make this comeback. It's not going to be easy, but the kind of skill they are putting out here shows they could do it. Ooh, Isicera, gold armor's up, making use of the missile pressure. Ooh, and SHOGUNDo forgot!
Player 2 wins.
This armor is as sturdy as Tony said.
And despite the 3-0, an incredibly close match between SHOGUNDo and Isicera, showing off 2 incredibly seasoned players who have been around so long. It's completely free to play these events. Just sign up on the Discord or the start.gg. Make sure you're ready for Parsec, and then we are into the match. ShinyVonDitto doing their best to hold off a character who's famously quite good against other zoners with her incredible movement and teleport game. But look at this patience. Double back drop. Just a full show of how Marvel 2 play was so famously done.
Ooh, and gets the knee drop. It has such a good hitbox that it could be challenging to interact with at times. It looks like Tangrowth's going to be able to get the kill off of this. Has the timing that works on such a big body. Juri has installed for incoming.
Oh, that almost went perfectly.
But now, ShinyVonDitto does have plenty of meter, so if they get the hit, they could kill off Juri pretty well, but it looks like their S.T.A.R.S Jill is getting messed up. Great cross-up with the bullets, and ShinyVonDitto doing these hits, but because it was a start off of that multi-hit assist, the damage was relatively low. Decides not to invest level 3, which could have been like the path to kill off of it, but wildness coming through here. VonDitto's going to get the clean hit, and it looks like Juri gets another chance to live for Tangrowth.
Right, Tangrowth probably looking for an escape route. Juri has a fairly good set of them. The question is when they will.
And,
Oh,
ooh, got the hit on
that might have been a
S.T.A.R.S.
super DHC option.
Ooh, the confirm on deck has the happy birthday. Great work by Tangrowth there. Gets the knockdown. X Factor.
Oh, that's super awkward because the hit stun will do that.
Yeah,
Still got a lot of damage.
I think they had a jump medium in there that hit stun deterioration failed on, but ShinyVonDitto is going to invest, is in X Factor, was able to get this confirmed, and now S.T.A.R.S still dies. Clea has 4 meters to work with now, so she could easily kill both characters off of a single hit if she gets the hit.
VonDoom at times a famously heavy assist caller, probably when they shouldn't, but ooh, fade back, blade strike.
Okay, and now there are 22 seconds left on the Marvel clock, so time may become a factor, but we'll see how both of them wanted to do a little moving forward. Tangrowth moving back there, and then gets the hit with the tri-jump L, gets the throw, goes straight into level 3. This is going to, I don't think kill, but does a lot of damage.
And sets up the zoning patterns. This is what's crazy, is you either get caught by this or you get caught by the flame carpet.
Ooh, and I think VonDitto there may have been able to go for level 2 to try and get through that, but didn't quite have it work out, got hit on Wake Up, and now that's going to be the first game for Tangrowth.
And bringing in the offense. Blackheart, a character gifted with using their normals to control their air height.
Yes, the air dash is very solid, and there's a lot
Ooh.
of durability on those demons, actually. They'll eat, like, level 3 busters, so it's a very hard wall to get through as a zoner as well. Oh, and Tangrowth a little too far away. She's had that happen in the other game, too, where the distance from Blackheart didn't quite work out for the OTG to be in her favor. But this, started with the ground bounce, and because of that, this is going to be another chance for S.T.A.R.S. Jill. Puts her guns on the screen.
And big body problems are still very errant with Blackheart, as you see Tangrowth taking advantage of instant overheads and very weird bottom top hits.
Yeah, it is very scary to be tall in this game. So many people have zoning patterns that work better against you. People have mix-ups that are better against you. And great cross-up. This is looking very solid. Has access to the Feng Shui engine. Going to use that to go into wall bounce and ground bounce. And with that, going to be a little under what's needed to get DHC. They have meters still for OTG. It looks like install just ended, and they weren't able to get the next OTG shot to try and finish that off.
Just went for a guard break situation, and that patience Tangrowth possesses as a Dormammu player really shines even through Juri.
Ooh, and
that hit stun is so weird.
The jumping buttons there have not been the play, but VonDitto trying to just go in with these guns, finish off Juri. I think the S.T.A.R.S Jill has a chance to come in and potentially play. Got the hit, and that's going to likely be Tangrowth taking the second game as long as she finishes this off. Oh, with a triple hyper, S.T.A.R.S Jill is done. And with that, Tangrowth looking so solid here, up 2-0, but ShinyVonDitto thinking of making a team adjustment. The US agent is going to come out on point. Do you think the Blackheart's going away entirely?
I think so. I think the characters Tangrowth runs are just very good in the instant overhead department, though this is a risk. As we remember, Lazy Boss, Tangrowth's partner, plays US agent.
This is true. Having practice in the matchup is important, especially I feel if it's not in your muscle memory of fighting US agent, blocking his roll overhead is something that it takes developing muscle memory for, because or else it's just like, dang, I was not expecting to get clocked here. But we see VonDitto going for the roll follow-up, but Clea did not get comboed afterwards, and now both of them are returned to neutral. Using
the air planks here. Oh, good jab.
That was a lot of jabs, and because of that, oh no, she's just dead for 1 meter either way. And US agent has mix in the corner. And Tangrowth swings on incoming, but it was the right time to swing. Gets the hit, but doesn't have the confirm available. And now this is a solid throw for ShinyVonDitto, going to hit with the mediums. Gets the knockdown. This goes for the snap. Feels like they can't get the kill in
nice
because
escape.
of that. Want to bring in that solid assist plus also Dark Anchor, S.T.A.R.S Jill?
It's true. Tangrowth should have showed their hand at the assist they're running for Juri. Not exactly the easiest pickup after that.
Does Juri... I would like to check that Juri assist. It looked like it went through some things that I don't...
Oh, it's definitely going through
believe it should
projectiles.
have. Yeah. Oh, so this is going to be Tangrowth throwing out some dive kicks. She still has plenty of meter. When would you decide to activate Feng Shui Engine in this situation? I think since she has so much bar, it's reasonable to invest. It's not one of the ones that locks you out of building meter. And I do think it helps in neutral against US Agent.
I think I would prefer to let them block something before you did it, because he can just run away so well, but it didn't matter. Clobber to the face, and Von Doom's on the board.
Player 1 wins.
Nice work to Von Doom with the adjustment. US Agent seems like a good decision here. Ooh, and she has her red hand available, blocks the hit, and now is going to be able to get the confirm on US Agent, knocked down into the corner. Has the charge ready, gets the OTG, tries to build some more meter, but it drops. Pressure in the corner was scary, but VonDitto blocked it out.
But lets the assist go, sets up the carpet again. Oh, that's brutal.
Got the hit, but there was no confirm available. Oh, and there's immediately goes into beam. Clea gets hit, but she's still at a very reasonable situation. Manages to fly, but doesn't get out of the corner because there's a throw from VonDitto. This is going to be potentially the end of Clea, especially if a down TAC builds a bonus meter. Juri gets to come in though. Presses the S but doesn't have the confirm on deck, and now Juri getting hit in the corner. This is looking good for the ShinyVonDitto. Is building the upward TAC.
Oh, unfortunate.
Good buttons on falling from Tangrowth there, but this is going to be the end of her Juri, and I don't think meter's even necessary. But Dark Jill can do this. What do you feel Dark Jill needs to do to actually do this, though?
Not get hit.
Not get hit is an important part of it, or have it cross up the input.
Wow, double cross there. 2-2.
ShinyVonDitto tying it up. The team adjustment looks like it was a wise decision in winning this match. Let's see if Tangrowth deciding to stay with the team. Making sure to back up. Doesn't want to interact with US Agent when they don't need to, because Clea is a character that could function on all parts of the screen. US Agent needs to be within half screen of you to start doing things that are scary. Ooh, the teleport's on deck.
Incredible acumen to avoid all these hits for both characters, but that was such a crazy heel hook there.
Yeah, the backside of her heel was good, and she got around the Ultron assist. Great stuff. Is this going to be fast enough? It is, and US Agent goes down. Tangrowth has, and gets the install with 1 red, 1 blue. She has bonus speed, bonus damage, and was able to get that teleport because she had hand stock. This is going to potentially be bad for Ultron. When she knows the combo's not coming, decides to return to neutral. Okay, she could get jabbed out of it. That's
nice catch.
Ooh.
Oh, too far from the corner, just a little. Oh, tiny body. Both characters having issue here.
Okay. Clea gets caught out of doing some meteors. This is going to be scary. Doesn't
Almost
get the confirm they desire.
Are you hitting anything? Oh, the assist.
Ooh, and went for that kick. This is going to be full screen battle for a little bit. Moonstone goes in, and with that, ShinyVonDitto has the hit on Juri. But unfortunately, put a light in there, so it didn't work. Goes immediately into super, and goes into super number 2. But I think it's just in time to work. And with that, looks like that's going to be end of Juri. She will not have her revenge. because this is her final game at Game 5. Clea putting on this pressure here. Both of these strong 8-way air dash characters are mobile and fast.
Nice
and
pickup.
GoldenNut investing the resources first, though. X Factor will be able to kill off this Clea. And does it for a single bar. S.T.A.R.S Jill coming in. What's the mix?
Oh, that was brutal. Von Doom is woken up and putting on the full show.
And with that, ShinyVonDitto takes it in a sweet 3-2 game over Tangrowth. Very nice stuff. We've seen a lot of close games this evening. It's been very powerful. Players are just doing good stuff. Ooh, and I think that means up next on stream we may have BLACKxAKATSUKI and BestXbox, both former winners of the tournament. I'm excited for this.
Character is truly amazing. Is that BestXbox bringing out the incredibly complicated Kyosuke?
Ooh, it'll be exciting to see. But BLACKxAKATSUKI getting that immediate teleport plus guns, going to be able to hit Ken. Oh, but doesn't have the confirm for their TAC this time around. I bet they have an infinite because BLACKxAKATSUKI loves coming up with TAC infinites, and War Machine is definitely a character well versed in having tools that are good for TAC infinites. Ooh, got the hit here and has the extension, but doesn't quite have the confirm, and because of that, Ken managed to get out alive. Will Kyosuke have as much luck because he got hit too?
He has the ability to mash out if there's a gap with his DP, but I don't think Akatsuki's going to give him it. Oh, possibly. That works too.
Didn't
too
get
far.
a dash first. That is unfortunate for BestXbox. But it looks like now both of them have 5 meters. How do you feel about each of these teams' ability to spend meter? Ooh, ended up
very,
X Factor.
very good in both cases.
Okay, looking at this here, X Factor about to run out for BLACKxAKATSUKI, and it looks like the THC comes in, but BLACKxAKATSUKI got over the top of it.
Oh,
geez.
Jill almost put into an early grave there.
I appreciate when people protect their homies. If you are willing to call them and they get sniped, it is your job to go in and put a hitbox on screen just to protect them. And I appreciate BLACKxAKATSUKI hitting that, but now as a substantial advantage, meter advantage, and has 2 characters, but BestXbox has the hit. Do you think they'll use level 3 on this character?
I would. Bison has a very strong ability to break through, and you just cannot risk chip at the moment. His Ultron in particular.
Oh, getting some drones.
Oh,
And
exactly
the
like this.
Using some teleports, using some Jill, and the teleport punishes the death rate, but doesn't have the super on deck.
Ooh, are you out? Just in time. Oh, that was so risky.
Indeed, this is looking scary. Bison goes down, so now BLACKxAKATSUKI needs to eat a mix-up, and gets put back into the corner. Will BestXbox
He's one more
build the meter they
connection.
need?
Just barely.
Now has 3 meters, but is within chip range. This is looking very scary.
Just needs to go into level 3.
And with that, BestXbox clutches it out at the end of the game, taking it over BLACKxAKATSUKI, going up 1-0 in this excellent set.
Ultron's winning smile, saving it for BestXbox here.
Okay, so now that teleport plus gun assist has been working out. We haven't had in the palette swap ecosystem that many people doing teleport plus beam type stuff, but it looks like BLACKxAKATSUKI taking one of the common good base game strategies and investing it in the palette swap environment.
And you can read for Bison's teleport because he doesn't have like a lot of baits, but still, there's definitely a bit of a go and forth with like other options he can throw out.
Okay, going to get this into super. With Ken, goes into Grand. Does this is with the
He did it
backside?
too
It
early.
doesn't.
The last hit of Kyosuke's DP super will knock down, but if you don't do it, they just stay airborne.
That makes sense. Oh, but Kyosuke getting caught by they were lucky to get hit by the missiles because it protected them, but now M.Bison is going to get the incoming mix-up on Ken, throws the DP. This is looking like potentially the end of Ken. There's plenty of meter available. How is BLACKxAKATSUKI going to try and do this?
One more DHC, easy pickup on the height. And the missiles.
Ooh, this is looking good for BLACKxAKATSUKI, but BestXbox does have X Factor and a hit.
Oh, Akatsuki almost lost 2 characters there.
It's true and scary, and BestXbox now, what are they going to do? They hit with the crouch light, doesn't quite get the combo afterwards, and because of that, BLACKxAKATSUKI looking favored to... Ooh, does this catch both?
That's gonna be weird. One of them's gonna fall out? No, I was lying.
Oh, War Machine with the pixel.
Too early. Oh, that was so risky.
Gets the block in time. And the hit on War Machine. Now it's up to S.T.A.R.S Jill dealing with the last of this X Factor for Ultron. Dive from the heavens. Okay, what does BLACKxAKATSUKI
One
do
more.
here?
Level 2, level 3.
Yes. Oh no, that was too late.
Oh,
But
you
there
could
was
have
no
just launched
punishment.
that.
And with that, BLACKxAKATSUKI going to take a game that looked like it fell from their fingertips. But if the opponent doesn't take it from you, you need to clutch out again against them. So BLACKxAKATSUKI making that adjustment.
Oh, something wrong with Akatsuki's controller, or are they just playing real passive? Okay, they're good.
Just playing passive because they could absorb the projectiler. Oh, I am curious if that was an intentional input. Oh, using the counter projectile, gets caught, but it looks like some aggression here. S.T.A.R.S Jill taking a lot of damage. Xbox keeping themselves safe.
Yeah, that lightning bolt is a really good punish for assist. However, he is incredibly unsafe afterwards.
And with that, Kyosuke doesn't die, but it looks like he will immediately afterwards, though. Even though S.T.A.R.S Jill is bleeding, we'll see if BLACKxAKATSUKI uses her as an assist anyways for that mix. Heavily scaled, but it seems even heavily scaled, going to do tons of damage with this super. Oh, didn't
Not
quite
dead
get
yet.
the knockdown.
This is gonna trade, I think? Oh, didn't believe it.
Oh, but then War Machine there got caught for a good half of their life. X Factor about to run out. Gets the happy birthday.
Gets the bar they need, too. It's gonna be a huge refill.
Okay. Does not X Factor? Why would
I thought
you
I
not
would have X Factor. Oh, wait, it's all part of their plan. They're a genius.
Oh yeah, they're smarter than us. We thought we should do this X Factor thing, but instead, this is looking very favorable for BestXbox now. But BLACKxAKATSUKI doing the work, getting in there around that Ultron, going to be able to kill off this robot and have incoming mix on Ken. This time the super is early enough. Ken comes in.
Flame
and
grenade or
has access to
50-50
X-Factor.
slide? Neither.
The trade. Put the grenade on screen, and if there was more life for BLACKxAKATSUKI, they would have been able to combo there and win, but they had low enough life that the hit that Ken used was enough to kill.
Ooh. Here, you have to be really careful. Ken, a character who normally gets to lead because of his projectile immune Tatsu, somewhat humbled by Psycho Crusher.
Psycho Crusher is definitely a... it has some properties that are like Ken's super, but on a special, it is quite strong. And the level 3 comes in, kills off Kyosuke, BLACKxAKATSUKI willing to invest those resources to get rid of this character.
Interesting. I feel like this character's done very little, so that feels like a heavy spend, but nonetheless, it's all looking good for the plan.
I like it just because I like killing characters. I would rather kill a character than have them be left with a pixel, and I appreciate the investment just to make sure that someone is dead. Oh.
Okay, Ken has to work with what he's given. Does have 2 bars, but oh, the stunt drop.
That falling foot was a very good poke. Let's see, but this is a connection from BestXbox. That was a ground bound starter. Gets the throw. Okay, what do they invest here? Go straight into level 3. If they go straight into level 3, I don't know if this kills. It doesn't. Oh, The dry tag was not quite punished. That is looking very favorable for BLACKxAKATSUKI.
Making good use of that off-screen missile calls each time. Fantastic movement, just making it so hard for BestXbox to make unpredicted comebacks.
Oh, got a 3H, but that's a non-cancelable move. Doesn't quite have the hit on deck, but gets the reset. This is looking possible. BestXbox unfortunately got under with the S instead of being able to confirm. This is looking scary, and BLACKxAKATSUKI going to seal it out and kill off this Ultron, tying it up 2-2. Great stuff by both of these players, but very clutch by Akatsuki. Xbox getting right back into it. Okay, some Tatsus for folks. Oh, and the humble dash crouch light is the confirm, but not the full one. And BLACKxAKATSUKI, on the other hand, ready for a confirm into more, but Kyosuke comes in.
Oh. I don't know if Kyosuke players are using dropping light DP. It's like foot dive at home, but it's still really good.
The hit by Ox on it big fast.
Big fast, and it pops the opponent straight up for a combo if you get it low enough.
The Kyosuke goes down. Goes for the Tatsu in order to get back out of the corner slightly. Now, gets what I believe is an accidental alpha counter, but this is still a very favorable situation for BLACKxAKATSUKI. Putting stuff on screen
not anymore.
until there's a happy birthday.
No, had access to a light 'em up.
Ooh, and with the S there, it looks like this is going to be, went for the triple hyper, but didn't quite get it. Goes for it again. This is going to be a decent amount of chip on S.T.A.R.S Jill.
Oh, get the wrong super.
That was unfortunate for BestXbox, and it looks like BLACKxAKATSUKI's in a favorable situation. The assist comes out, and BLACKxAKATSUKI ready to catch the assist. Leaves Ultron on less than 10%. BestXbox is going to need to... Did not get to use their X Factor, saving it for next round. Next tournament, or no, next set. They still have their run in the learner side of the bracket. But BLACKxAKATSUKI looking solid with this new team, showing off what M.Bison can do, showing off some of the big changes on War Machine with the much easier to use super. Really great stuff, just showing. People are pretty confident on Xeno this evening, but I think both of these players are going to play excellently. And it looks like Xeno active at the beginning, getting screen control, able to push Ed all the way to the corner, but Ed has these things on the screen that make it real hard for Juri to interact. Gets the confirm with the demons.
High.
Has stuff on screen and has made it so after that initial flurry from Juri, there was a challenge in being able to interact. Now Leon's going to have to come in against this.
Ed has a gift for this kind of zoner, these big-bodied, large limbs one. Just seems to suit their playstyle so incredibly well. But, God, this matchup was made for nobody big ever.
Yeah, it's fortunate for Blackheart that he crouches relatively small, but then when he's in block stun, he's not that small anymore while crouching.
Okay, another
And
big
Onslaught
boy enters the arena.
Onslaught recently received some adjustments. Many people have experienced Ed calling drones and then hitting Ed, and then immediately getting hit by those drones that Ed summoned. That specific thing was nerfed. Ooh, great use on the counter projectile super.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting trade, speaking of trades. Both players
got the hit,
expected
but
out.
didn't believe.
Ooh,
and
from the
hit
heavens.
Got the normal jump for Edsadiet, but Xeno with the frame trap by going into the slide. Ed thought it was time to swing, but instead it was time to die. Cyclops falling in, has plenty of meter, but will they be able to... Ooh, Leon was summoned there.
Overcommit, and look at this incredible patience, but not enough patience. Oh, I lied.
With the double jump to get over it. And this is unfortunate because this is the end of Cyclops. Xeno has so much meter.
Oh no! Lied again. Commenter's curse is 2020.
I did lie again.
Oh, is it gonna work?
Oh, it did work.
It actually worked. That super is so unreliable.
I was scared with you. The startup on the rocket launcher super is pretty high, but the first hit of Tyrant Rave has that nice slow knockdown. So it all ended up working in Xeno's favor, going up 1-0 over Edsadiet. Ooh, this is going to be pretty scary. Gets the hit and goes for a TAC, but the TAC doesn't work. And now back to that scary situation where Blackheart's putting hitboxes on screen again. And in that phase, it looked pretty scary for Xeno, but Xeno gets in this time, has Ed pushed to the corner.
Oh, good swing. Taking about half of Leon for that. Oh, these assists are putting in double duty here.
It's true, and now going for the super. Is this going to cancel out? Oh, Onslaught ate the hit for Blackheart, allowing him to do that. That was really solid by Edsadiet to use Onslaught's big body in order to protect his slightly thinner big-bodied man on point. Good stuff, Edsa.
Gets the final pickup here. Oh, weird interactions of characters again.
But Leon's still alive, and leaving him alive is not what you want. Red She-Hulk getting hit, though. This is something that's a scary situation. Does this connect?
Oh, it
doesn't
worked
connect
out.
on Red She-Hulk, but it killed off Leon.
Cheap.
And with
It's a
that,
fantastic 50-50 mix-up.
Pixel Red She-Hulk. Oh no, 0 pixels Red She-Hulk. I was about to say, I have confidence in Xeno's Pixel Red She-Hulk, but he does need at least 1 pixel to make it work. Oh gosh, trying to get in on this for Juri seems potentially challenging. Throwing out some thunders, using the variety of Blackheart's moves, both of his specials and his ability to air dash cancel some of his amazing normals.
Oh no,
the 2H
just
was
too
out of
far.
range.
The boomerang
And-
is just doing double duty here.
Also, y'all may have noticed that Juri lost a lot of life there. Just like Hawkeye's poison tip, when you get grabbed by the red demons, your life starts to drain away. So it's something that you need to calculate into. It's something that's not part of the damage counter, but is still doing damage to the character. Ooh, looking very possible for either of them here. How would you try to? Would you just leave Blackheart in, or would you try to get Onslaught in, or Cyclops, or how are you feeling?
I would look
about
for a
this low health
DHC
there?
chip out like you did last time, because you have such a really good soaker to start it with, but no. Ed saw the line to leave it in. Oh.
Didn't end up confirming. And now, Feng Shui Engine gets to get close to Onslaught, hits with the ground bounce.
Yeah, the
And
armor was not going to hold that.
too many buttons for armor, and the frame trap is going to kill off Juri. Put stuff on the screen. And
Yeah, that
really
was way
good
too
throw
close.
there by Xeno. Catches that Cyclops, going to be able to do a lot of damage on him. And managed to avoid all of those drones despite that. Gets the hit on Onslaught. This is looking very favorable for Xeno, especially since they have 5 meters.
Couldn't pick that up. That's unfortunate. Oh,
Dragon install activated.
you have to be really careful doing that at full screen, because you can easily be zoned out. Oh. And just all
Okay.
that draining life.
Okay, Archie's putting some hitboxes on screen. Let's see if the Super Optic Blast is able to catch her. Ed is now entirely out of meter and maybe entirely out of life.
Yeah, it does a lot.
X Factor 2, friends. Red She-Hulk gets some bonus damage there, and level 3 and install. All
Don't
the
you like
health.
Star Crimson?
Edsadiet not shaken, ready to mash rematch immediately. Sometimes the skill of being able to be like, I just died from full health off of the thing, and that's okay. It is important to be able to maintain that mental, but it's a skill that I think both of these players have. Let's see if Ed's going to be able to make the adjustment after that loss, but their Blackheart gets caught this time, and Xeno's able to get in there with the Juri. Ooh. Gets another hit. Blackheart is taking a beating. There's plenty of meter available here for Xeno, but went for the TAC. This time without Onslaught being in front to protect, Blackheart got caught, but manages to tag into Onslaught while losing only 236, and Xeno needs to be conscious about how he approaches this because Onslaught has answers to some of the things. Okay, the approach goes with some teleports, putting some of the new triple drone in. So now when he does the drones, they've all been adjusted. Gets the hit there, but doesn't get the confirm, and now the lightning, Dark Thunder seals it off.
As you can see with Ed, when you start to push him as much as Xeno has, he starts to slow down, becomes this hyper-focused sniper rifle.
Yes, anything with a rifle, Ed will do well with.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And with that, oh, I thought the armor had been added to that to protect from situations like that. But Cyclops is alive and has X Factor available. This is a scary situation.
Ooh.
But now that X is used, any of Red She-Hulk's uses of meter can be very scary now, whether they be the arm to deal with zoning. Oh, brings in Juri.
And the throws. He could have zoned there.
With that, manages to get rid of the vast majority of Ed's X Factor time, and I don't know, does she have a punish here? Not quite. And now, either one of them could win this. Ed starting to get some meter.
Really just want to zone out She-Hulk. Challenging her in the throw department's bad because anything becomes a tick throw into super.
Ooh, the double jump is there, but then really good throw by Xeno. Level 3 connects. Is this going to be...
Throw scaling.
Cyclops is still alive.
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't realize you could still get... Nope, there we go. That's what I thought was going to happen. Oh.
And Ed, with the increased speed of 6H, was blown up by their own projectile, protecting Red She-Hulk from the throw, and Xeno takes advantage of that to win, taking it 3-1 over Edsadiet. Great work to Xeno. And good work to Ed, but we'll see you on the learner side of the bracket. To use and good, it moves forward, it eats projectiles, it has hitbox, but Backpack's going with the overhead OT G1, or the overhead one that has the hop. So has access to confirms with Bad Boxer at Mega Man at some pretty weird ranges, but going to get the hit with just a slide. Will Clea survive? She does, and now gets back out of there. Using some of those bullets assist to maintain that neutral. Gets to the other side of Backpack, and Bad Box Art Mega Man is about to suffer. Will he die for it, though? Looking possible. Has the knockdown in the corner, and is going to be able to get the switch into Jill. Takes 1 meter to get the kill, and decides to go into Feng Shui Engine for the mix-up.
Monster Hunter. Ah, that is the exact way to deal with this character. Do not give them space.
Oh, was outside of Feng Shui, so the jump light didn't have the hit stun that they desired. This is going to be DHC? No DHC.
Ooh, gets a great throw there. Extend.
Did not connect the jump medium, but now this is looking like the end of Juri, and now CaptainBackpak decides to leave Monster Hunter in. Has the ground bounce.
That's an interesting use of that assist to make that mix-up work.
Ooh, Monster Hunter out of pixel, and 6H used to go through projectiles, but it is now a mortal move, and Hayato activates that X, going for some cross-ups, but it looks like
that is such a good play style here.
Sticking to the skies, and sticking to the skies had been working, but now, without the sticking to the skies, they are in a scary situation. Loses the stars Jill. Clea needs to come in against the sword wielder. She comes in well. She's going to build up the meter. I think she'll be able to get the 3, which should be able to get her the kill.
Oh, not quite.
Gets the cross-up. Gets the dash.
Have to really optimize. What do we got? Oh, I think they really wanted to get the install. Is this gonna connect? It is.
Great work by CaptainBackpak there, clutching it out at the end with the level 3. Has a nice fast far range, able to get there in time, and that was great, being clutch in those final moments there by CaptainBackpak. But Tangrowth, not threatened, goes back in immediately and gets the hit to start off the game, but Backpack gets the hit on S.T.A.R.S Jill and boxes up Clea a little bit. This is looking scary for Backpack. She gets back to the ground, is able to tag into Jill, gets hit, however, and now with that, CaptainBackpak is looking like they're in a very favorable situation. Oh.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nice salvage. Even when the Tiger Knee goop gun didn't work out, was able to instead get the DHC into Monster Hunter for that kill. Hayato's is coming in handy with that giant swing from above. We've seen CaptainBackpak placing it in some good places, but this is going to be scary for Monster Hunter. Tangrowth has the hit, invests in the Feng Shui, but then is pressing the jumping medium or jumping heavy in a situation that they don't quite have the safety to do so.
That unfortunate drop for both players means that we are in a pretty big square off here now. No kidding.
X Factor activated. I like it from Tangrowth. Save the Clea and give Juri an opportunity to get that red life back. But then what will she do with it? Get thrown by Backpack, but confirming there is so hard. X Factor from Backpack, however, looking great, is going to be able to kill off Clea without spending resources.
Drop the goop for the 50? Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Ooh, but Juri, a very mobile character, able to get around lots of types of zoning. Let's see how she... Oh, just dashes in after her own fireball and is able to clip Bad Box Art Mega Man. Ends up going into the Feng Shui engine. Invest 1 meter for the kill. And gets it on the final hit, so they have better incoming mix-up.
Hey, I believe in Hayato, and Backpack has a huge lead in resources, so this is a fast conversion route. Oh.
Ooh, didn't quite get it. Ends up going for the level 3, and Tangrowth gets the punish on it. Does she have a route here that's going to kill off Hayato? Goes into the Feng Shui engine.
He's a weird character body again.
Ooh, gets the hit, but no confirm there.
Oh, I have to be careful. They're getting close to Shockwave chip range.
Ooh, but this hit, I think that Tangrowth can get the confirm into the kill. Feng Shui activated. This time gets the DP.
Oh no! Oh, tried the lunging forward H, and it almost worked.
And with that, Tangrowth clutching it out with Juri, using that install to get the situations that are needed. Okay, using some meteors, getting some hands, but CaptainBackpak taking control of the ground, throwing out some of these air projectiles, but Tangrowth has been doing really well in the point battle. And this time has the hit on CaptainBackpak. But those slides have been so good for Backpack this set. They've been able to confirm off of a lot of situations, and it looks like there's a tag right back into Clea. Ooh, Clea has the hit. Bad Box Art is going down here. Can do it, but his crouching medium has a lot of recovery, so when she crossed him up, had plenty of time to throw out some buttons from the opposite side. But Monster Hunter, good confirm here from Backpack, ends up doing the Demon Swords in the air, and because of that, we'll have install available. Decides to invest X Factor in this character. How do you feel about that, Wizard Tail?
You get a very good mix now, and you have the install state. This is doable, but it's a very short blitz window.
Ooh, and it looks like Juri's the one doing the blitzing right now, able to go into install. Has the wall bounce. And the knockdown with assist. Oh, but didn't get the L's afterwards for the knockdown again. And because of that, Monster Hunter has a chance. What does she do? She has a pixel, but she's maintained it for so long. Tangrowth here at a substantial advantage. More meter, more characters, and X Factor available. Does she have the kill on Hayato? Goes into the install.
Be careful. This has always been awkward on this body shape. Works.
Okay. And with that, Tangrowth uses the level 3 and clears out Hayato, taking another game, going up 2-1. Very solid stuff with the Juri confirmed there.
Player 1 wins.
Glass, you need to ask yourself, how much health would Luke Skywalker have? And that, I think, is like the answer to how much health Hayato should have, right? Just putting these on screen while they have the install active.
Oh, good answer. Yeah, BestXbox Meta Man is a good zoner. Just understanding his tools definitely has a higher level of complexity than what it appears on the case. Or the bad box art for that matter.
Okay, putting out the flame carpet, and even though Arrow's very scary, getting clipped by the carpet on incoming is very rough. And it looks like getting some of these on screen has been going very well for Tangrowth, has just been able to establish neutral control, and it looks like Monster Hunter may be going down for 1 meter.
Alright, we are back to Digger here. Went for the option.
Ooh, bad box art Mega Man getting clipped.
Oh, slide. I could have super just to get a little bit of damage on the assist there.
Also, I don't know if Taskmaster is small in other contexts. Taskmaster is not small in this game. He is built like a very, very buff man. And Hayato is built like a very dead man at this point. Tangrowth going to put that nail in the coffin for CaptainBackpak and eliminate them from the tournament. No? That is unfortunately the last we're seeing of CaptainBackpak this evening, but great work to Tangrowth. That was an amazing set, and I feel like we got to see good feng shui use for Juri in order to get confirms into kills in important situations. For some reason, I think Hayato, because I just get Ryu-style main character vibes, and when I get Ryu-style main character vibes, I think of them as 1 million. But I don't know if that's actually the good balance for it. Where it's like, because he seems like a balance point for his game, he feels like that to me, but he could be any. Oh my gosh, Gambit is bleeding. Asura coming out and putting that barrage on screen. Ed has been doing a lot to clear out Gambit, but it seems like Asura... No? Asura had been doing better, but then now using some of those guns in order to control this great overhead here by Cosmic Light.
Let's go for the wall there.
And Cosmic Light figuring out when to hit buttons to make things happen. I think that Onslaught has made many people cry, including Asura's daughter, but Asura's daughter was the one that it was a bad idea for. You know, Wizard Tim?
Yep, no god's gonna stop this angry dad. But one other angry dad might. Now Ed has a lot of X Factor time to kill on this combo, so I think maybe even level 3? No, level 1.
And the Gene Splice at the end got rid of all of the X while Cosmic was there, and then hits the cross-up H into the jump cancel. This is looking very solid for Ed, has plenty of resources. Cosmic Light also has access to going into Devil Trigger, though, for DMC1 Dante, which is very scary. Let's see how they both use their resources. Immediate Devil Trigger. Oh, but immediate Devil Trigger might not be enough. Catches for good chunk of Cosmic Light's life bar, and now the rest of it. And with that, Edsadiet takes the first game, going up 1-0 against Cosmic Light 209. Oh, Cosmic Light 209. Okay, jumping back with some projectiles and then putting a defensive vertical assist on the screen. Ooh, Gambit lost a decent amount of life to the poison there, just without any more interactions. This is looking like a rough start for Cosmic Light, especially now that Ed has a combo to confirm. But really good job with that 1 pixel. They got the throw.
I said Ed's patience leads really well into a character like Blackheart, who has very strong pressure when it's their turn, and then just has to block so long when it isn't.
Cosmic trying to get in there, and they do. Oh, that's going to cross under. but uses it to set up the round harvest. Nice fix there from Cosmic Light, brings back an Asura with the Dante assist, I like it, but gets thrown on their own incoming mix-up, which is always rough. Been using this in order to get all kinds of value. Asura here, but that was too much hit stun deterioration. Asura flipping out. And gets the happy birthday. It explodes characters, and DMC1 Dante dies without even spending any more meter. Good stuff to Edsadiet, going up 2-0 over Cosmic Light. Ooh. Getting over, and with these big Gambit buttons, getting some hits but not quite getting them to confirm. Now Edsadiet has gotten to a far distance on the screen, using some Dark Thunders. Ooh, but Onslaught there getting caught for a moment. Is this going to be scary? Oh, the hit was there on Gambit, but because Gambit didn't do anything to Blackheart shortly afterwards, the poison damage was real off of the pigs. Oh, even if he does hit. Wait, check on that. Is it intended that if you hit Blackheart, the pigs still poison you? Question mark? Ooh, but it looks like the throw here for Cosmic Light. This is going to be a scary situation, but Ed in the air here.
Straight to level 3, I can respect this. The character's been an unstoppable threat.
I believe that Hawkeye's poison, if you hit Hawkeye, the poison stops. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe that's how Goop from Mega Man works too.
Oh.
But I don't think it's on block, I think it's on hit only. Oh, poison stays after hit? On Hawkeye? I was not aware of VonDitto. But okay.
Oh, beats the X Factor pressure, but not enough.
Okay, Glasses confirming. I got so much contradictory information, but then Glasses confirming I'm right. And
I thought so
Mimikyu is
too.
also. Okay, and Ed clearing out that set, goes up 3-0 and takes it over Cosmic Light, eliminating them from the bracket. And I'm gonna have to hop off in order to play my match against ShinyVonDitto. Good luck and have fun, ShinyVonDitto.
But you can't go to the lab. You have a match. Yeah, Von Doom playing the aggressor here has to get in on the Gloria before all of this train of meter starts to build up. Ooh, Isicera's reset, not as successful, but the second stagger, more than enough here. Okay, War Machine straight into the level. Definitely a bit of scaling on Gloria, but not too much. Von Doom, famously great user of Ultron just as a spoiler character. Forces out a lot of resources from their opponent and mostly just puts up a very strong defensive edge. However, Isicera definitely can keep momentum on the resources. And with the life lead, definitely putting it on to Von Doom to catch up here. But finding a great hit. Oh! Unable to confirm. That a huge loss for Von Doom. Unable to kill the Gloria. Now forced to block all of this. Isicera making an incredible use of that backdash. Because of the Smart Mind pickups like that, this has a really good ability to cover space and box people while in the air with fire. Ooh. War Machine, however, not able to box out this incredible grab perception from Von Doom here. Two for two, scooping. Definitely playing from the life deficit means that Von Doom is just executing in the safest yet most effective way possible here. And another pickup, straight to an easy super. I think this is just enough. Even after the scaling, ooh, close connection here. And then 50-50, doesn't use the drones, just relies on the assist. But Isicera is overly prepared for that circumstance. Sniped efficiently. That's more than half of the X Factor remains. Pick up off to the projectile. And super lightning. X closing it up, putting Isicera up 1. You fought this character after the nurse was gone? No, Isicera just had to reformat. And VonDoom smartly chooses US Agent for the ability to break through this offense. However, sometimes Isicera is becoming much better at the adaptation. So the question is VonDoom just relying on this higher HP to be a meter battery? Best course situation looks like that's going to be. This time Isicera, the one to throw, but not the one to confirm. VonDoom still leading around with his Ultron. And a blessed bad connection from Isicera keeps Ultron alive. So long as VonDoom utilizes this character, he really does prove that he can turn around any momentum situations, but a great hit. So we're going to keep it pretty simple. Dispatch into the Gloria. Ooh, vacuuming in and out of the corner. 4 bars. 1 War Destroyer, X Factor, 2 War Destroyer. I don't think that's going to kill, but it's going to get pretty close. And VonDoom recognizes the situation. Had to break the pressure, uses the X Factor, and now just going to have to figure it out as they go. Full team for Isicera means that it's a lot of work. Isicera's team truly diabolical, with X on the back, so good at just stopping everything as a brick wall character for projectiles. Oh, Isicera shockwave.
Player 1 wins. Let's save both of our homelands.
Welcome to the world of
Here we go. VonDoom set back to character select. What is the change going to be?
Assemble. Get ready for the fight of your life. Nice team.
Did we see a Moonstone? That was a character they ran last time. Ultron again. And Lilith. Bringing in a much more flight-based team here.
Catwalks Island.
Let your fist do the talking. Get ready to brawl. First attack.
Okay, and immediately off the touch, gets a little bit of a hit on Gloria. It's going to take about half life here. Outblast, and here we go. It is now VonDoom's turn to take the lead. Double super, going to take out 2 huge problems off the word go. Now Isicera forced to show how much they have mastered X Factor War Machine. With VonDoom, a team pretty good at dealing with the gold armor. Just so much speed. Isicera making great use of the very low recovery on Smart Bomb. Has to just put up that same boxing wall they were using earlier, but VonDoom finds the connection here. Are we going to see an X Factor for consistency? No. Isicera going to break out with her own. Just looking for the connection. Oh, so close to a kill. VonDoom smartly just stalling out the X. War Machine about to run out. Just barely securing the kill before the end. Now both players contending for this middle airspace. Doesn't want to be right below either of those swinging legs. And Isicera, because of the benefit of the War Machine level 3, going to get a good... Oh! Didn't Commander's Curse. And it's actually going to be ShinyVonDitto here, finishing it off. First one on the board. Alright, Isicera, good connection. Gonna stop about short of that 4th bar here. Crazy reset. Level 3, probably gonna come out just a little short of the kill. Never mind, I lied. Now Von Doom, a reliant and strong user of the Ultron. Once again, the perfect stopgap for this problem. However, defensive throw. Things looking bad, things looking good. Chooses the snap option, recognizes the threat possessed by this character. Tried to go for the anti-air jab, but Isicera doing a really clever job of just manipulating their air time. Now, X Factor run out. Ultron just caught in so many sandwiching projectiles. 2-frame teleport, gonna take off half of the life in Gloria. The connection. Lilith, a great user of overall movement and speed, just caught in so many dangerous projectiles. Oh, wanted the DP super, got level 3 instead, and ShinyVonDitto going to head down to the lower bracket.
The OTG version of the assist, but since it's been nerfed, has gone to the horizontal version, I guess. He gets the immediate throw on Juri. This is going to be, oh my gosh, the damage adds up. TAC started. Are we going to see a very extended Nero TAC combo? I think we will. So high in the danger room. Oh, but didn't get the hit for the OTG that they needed. And because of that, now Juri is still alive, but Leon may not be. Gets the grapple, and that grapple is going to potentially lead into a dead character here. Oh, just gets another hit afterwards. The bullets are good, but then the confirms are not. It seems like the playing on the West Coast is hitting a little hard for Akatsuki this time. Oh my gosh, this is going to be scary for Xeno.
Nero has some pretty good breakthrough projectile options, but they are very predictable. Things like that.
So Nero is never unsafe. He has an invulnerable move with a hitbox that he could kill you off of, that he could do both grounded and in the air. It's double trigger, and it doesn't have a flash, so you don't get to react like it has a flash.
Oh my god, off the pickup. And yeah, there's no reason you can't kill, specifically if X Factor for the easy stuff here.
Gosh, this is going to be scary.
I said, no way. Atsuki, you could have just supered. X Factor supered.
I also like the plan of invest your X Factor, and he gets the frame, gets to do the blast afterwards, and with that, BLACKxAKATSUKI's taken the first game over Xeno, going up 1-0 in this winner's semis to try and get into winners finals of this tournament. Okay, happy birthday here for BLACKxAKATSUKI, and this is looking very scary for Xeno. Or do you think this is all according to plan, just to get Dark Red She-Hulk out? I mean, Dark Soul Bad Girl.
I think anything is a plan of Xeno and Red She-Hulk. They just have a really strong grasp of how to take back the neutral of this character, but into the sandwich, out like a mayo.
Oh my gosh, got so much of Nero's life, but that doesn't matter when you get hit as well. This is looking like it may be the end of Red She-Hulk. Going for the loops here, going to have enough meter that they could choose to end this at any point. And it goes for the DP Super. This is going to be the end of Red She-Hulk, and BLACKxAKATSUKI going up another game against Xeno.
It's do or die. Fight! Advancing guard.
Okay, and you... Oh, got the accidental alpha counter into the blue rose, but then takes advantage of that X-Factor to make it work out. Let's see if the X-Factor combo here is going to be able to builds all that meter necessary. May not even need to use it. Oh, it will need to use one. Actually, Hunk Assist is still there, I think, right?
I mean, for easy reasons, I'd probably super instead because yeah, that can happen.
Hit too high on the Hunk bullets, forcing the pop out, and Xeno takes full advantage with his 1 pixel character and gets a throw afterwards as well. Going into level 3 and then getting chipped out. Wow, her level 3 recovers very fast. Okay,
Nice
the throw
throw.
on point. And able
Gets
to
an easy
confirm off it.
confirm.
1 meter needed, and that's all it's going to take to kill Nero. Evil Ryu coming in, but this gives you the timed mix. What is the timed mix? Get away. Does not want to be anywhere near this Evil Ryu. But, I don't know, Evil Ryu with meter... Great parry by Xeno. Was able to get the hit, but then, because there was no confirm, BLACKxAKATSUKI is going to be able to potentially kill off this Leon. Goes into the DP Super. And kills without needing the DHC, but goes for it just because they wanted to make sure. And successful command throw. This is going to be the end of Hunk, and Xeno still has most of X Factor left. They can't activate install though. And the frame trap with the slide works out. And with that, Xeno getting on the board. Had been down 2-0, but making the adjustments they needed, getting the hits with Red She-Hulk, getting the supers with Leon. Is this going to be the start of a comeback, or do you think BLACKxAKATSUKI is going to close this out?
As I said before, if you have an exact answer to who's going to win this, you're probably lying. It could go either way.
Oh, but
Top of the
Xeno managed to
screen.
get those TPs from the top ropes. 1 meter invested. Oh no, it went over her.
Very good punish.
And even though that was a very high height confirm, Evil Ryu's normals have a lot of very slow falls, so it's very easy to confirm for him in those situations. Oh. And it looks like Leon, now that he's in, is going to be able to get shot in himself. That was a decent chunk of Leon's life, but that's all of Evil Ryu's life. Going to be able to retreat from this Nero. How do you think the Nero versus Leon matchup's going to go? Oh, he's using the charge version of the shot. How do you feel about that?
If Xeno knows which moves are projectile and vulnerable, I actually think Leon does pretty well, unless you go in.
Devil Trigger is so strong, and yet this is going to be potentially the end of Nero. I believe he has some damage reduction, but I don't know if it's enough to keep him alive through this. No, there was no DHC because of that, and now Xeno just wants to reset, you know. Yeah, Devil Trigger is invincible and doesn't have a flash, and it's something good. And he gets the combo off of it because it has a hitbox. And the command throw. Oh my gosh, BLACKxAKATSUKI ready for it and managed to get the kill on Leon as a result. Great grenade, and with that, BLACKxAKATSUKI going to be able to kill off Red She-Hulk and send Xeno to the lower side of the bracket. With that, BLACKxAKATSUKI moves on to winners finals. Great work. Though Xeno's still in this bracket, I'm sure we will see more of that Red She-Hulk doing damage. Flashless Invincible Supers, they happen to do things. I could pretend that mine is fair because mine has no hitbox and I kill you, but neutral with them is rough, because Servbot builds more meter than Gloria on hit, but getting a hit is infinitely easier with Gloria than it is with Servbot. But a happy birthday for Xbox right at the beginning, and they drop their combo. What a tragedy.
Oh yeah, Ken's gonna struggle a bit until they get through that initial layer, just because that fireball is not gonna cut the mustard.
Yeah, this, Ken needs to get within range in order to do things, but his dash into command dash is incredibly strong to get going. And looks like this is going to be Onslaught assist bleeding, but Edsadiet getting a hit, but the jumping medium goes over the top of Ken. What a tragedy. Ooh, and it looks like Ken getting sniped out of the air. Great angle there from Edsadiet, getting that Dark Thunder. I think that this is... Oh, it's fast enough to catch Servbot before his homies come out. That's the end of Servbot. Now, Strider 2099. It is similar. Strider 2099 gets the X Factor, but the corner moves, and because of that, Blackheart gets out of there, but doesn't get out for long. This is going to be the end of Blackheart. Onslaught avoids the mix.
Satellite's like Roman cancel. It can make stuff really safe.
Yes, Satellite is also 2 frames, so it's faster than the fastest normal that anyone other than Cyclops. Cyclops is a character that actually has a normal that's as fast as the Satellite, but everyone else in the cast does not have anything that quick.
Sets it up. Went for a chase there, but Ed did not give it to him.
And the beam is going to injure but not kill, so Strider could definitely do this. Both characters that he's fighting are at a life point that they could die and has access to some satellites. Gets the ones to kill off Onslaught. Cyclops gets out of there.
50-50, great use of that balloon bomb timing.
And gets in there. Is Cyclops going to go down to this? Has 2 meters but doesn't have the confirm. Will Ed be able to stop this? Manages to avoid the orbs. Gets caught with the wall, but it's not going to be the end. Ooh, this is looking like the end of Cyclops. Keep it simple.
Why does nobody ever air super?
I also appreciate just air super sometimes. And with that, Xbox going to take the first game here against Edsadiet, the person who took second in bracket just this last week, even on the East Coast server. And BestXbox coming in with the Tatsus, gets the catch art, but doesn't quite have the confirm. Great time going for it, and those little Servbots are structured at such a good time for maintaining Ken's pressure there. Level 3's available?
Okay, oh, is that gonna work? Okay, barely didn't lose it to Hardlight Legion there. Just had enough time.
And with that, this is going to be solo Cyclops against the entire team. Will Ed be able to make it work? He does have 5 meters, and he has X Factor. Goes into Mega Optic Blast. What does Xbox do about this? Ooh, is going to get caught? No, Strider gets caught, but then it looks like the Gren's invulnerability to projectiles ran out, and his foot got caught by the top of Mega Optic Blast.
Servbot doesn't really work for that setup. They bounce weird.
Oh, Servbot within chip range, and dies to the 2H. Ed has all the meter needed, but great catch by BestXbox. All they need to do is finish this combo, and it'll be the end of Cyclops. Goes for super number 1. Doesn't get the hard knockdown afterwards, though.
Orbs Jr. gonna be able to block just in time. Gonna try and challenge up the orbs. That's gonna work, yeah. Super smart.
And Xbox going up 2 games, clutching it out with Strider 2099. Let's see if Ed can make the adjustment. After their great play last week, it looks like Xbox has their number, is just getting the pressure in here with this Ken. Has the knockdown, but doesn't get the confirm that they want. And now Onslaught going to get the chance to get in, starts putting things on screen. Do you think Ken will be able to get in against all of this nonsense?
It's pretty hard, just... Yeah, predictable angles against a character of a humongous grab box.
Yeah, that counter is so solid. He has ones that beat projectiles, he has ones that beat normals. Being able to just see like, oh, they are doing a predictable thing, I'm going to punish them for that is very solid.
Oh my gosh, the assist!
And is fast enough? No, it's not quite fast enough to catch on Blackheart. That was a tragedy.
Lunch Rush assist, however, was perfectly timed to get that cross. Oh. Nice try.
Throwing out lots of things, gets the cross. This is going to be Strider 2099's life going away. And I think that the DHC into Blackheart should be enough. Is there one that works out timing-wise? No, Strider gets a chance to live. And invest X Factor in saving him. How do you feel about the X to save Strider 2099?
I think, given the circumstances, maybe X just doesn't want Servbot to be the X Factor anchor here, but this did not work the way he wanted.
Yeah, this is now an incredibly favorable situation for Edsadiet. X Factor has been used by both players. Uses that to get into range, to get that Mega Optic Blast, but I think that it looked like the Sentinel just caught it anyways.
Okay, very low chance, but not nothing. Oh, you did not want to call an assist into that. Kinkobun.
And
No
with
good.
that, Edsadiet gets a game on the board. 1-2. Will he be able to make this comeback? Or is BestXbox going to seal it out after trying to make it happen with the little robot? Gets the knockdown here and starts to put things on screen. Let's see if they're able to successfully predict where BestXbox is going to move. Predicted the forward movement and had the armor and the stun available. Good stuff.
Does that Mag Blast completely stop the Servbot Lunch Rush assist? Damn.
I think it has the durability of Mag Blast. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, and Strider is just able to do some work there, but setting up things, this isn't going to confirm. It does, and because of that, Servbot is going to go down for one more meter. Oh no, he's too tiny.
Way too tiny. I can't believe that connected with him, to be honest.
Yeah, I think if he was any closer, it wouldn't.
Orbs. Smart patience there. Knew he had to adjust for the super's timing, which can be very inconsistent.
Gets the knockdown and has the ability to get on Orbs Jr. Dash under, press buttons. Good thing when you have hitboxes coming out on all sides.
Lunch Rush. Got the throw somehow. Okay. Not going to complain about that. Hard Light Legion. Gets a good punish on Onslaught.
And gets the hit here on Blackheart. Goes for the TAC. I don't think it was necessary. Now Pixel Servbot's coming in. Will he be able to get any value? No, he dies off. Dark Strider was very valuable last time.
Yeah, I think this is the worst situation. Until he's dead, Strider can likely come back on this pretty low HP across the board team. And that's not going to connect into a kill, but if you get a little over-ambitious, you could have died right there. Oh, dunk.
And the jumping heavy, it wasn't even the armor that time, it was just the big useful hitbox, and with that, Ed tying it up 2-2. Is this don't call it a comeback, he's been here all along? Oh, got the hit on Strider, but then is now getting caught by this Ken pressure, and BestXbox has Ed in the corner, but Onslaught's the healthiest man in the game, he's going to survive this.
Just mashing Gene Splice is a great way to get out of that very tight Servbot pressure.
And going for it, the THC on deck, this is going to catch. So Ed uses their X Factor to stay alive and gets out of the way of that Servbot, does not want to get caught by it, and Xbox gets the hit. Everything in this fifth game looks like it's going Xbox's way, even the TAC is going to get the knockdown, but Onslaught's still alive despite all that has gone on here.
Oh my god, dribbles them back into the Servbot Lunch Rush. The big thing about that assist, it just builds so much bar for the team, which is great because the team hyper combos are so strong. Ooh, gets the other side.
I don't know if that Gene Splice was intentional.
Light Legion, point blank. Lunch Rush.
Oh, Servbot left it a pixel here. Is he going to survive? Oh, the trade! Good stuff from Edsadiet, realizing that the trade would be in their favor there. Now, it's down to Ken Strider, but this time, Best Xbox does not have as much meter as they've had in all of these previous games that they've been making
do
the
effects?
Strider comebacks.
We'll have to be super careful about calling assist while you're in zoning like that.
Didn't know y'all were into the otters feeds. Actually, no, everybody loves otters, just in different ways.
And it's
But
Quirky
this-
J.
And with that, Ken goes down. Strider 2099 has done a lot this set for him. Let's see if it continues to here. But Cyclops, I think that Cyclops is going to live through this because the super was done outside of X Factor. Uses the Gene Splice. And great blocks by Ed. Gets the hit from the backside, but now Box uses the X Factor. Does not get the hit. Ed with the great defense on all of these, putting the hitboxes out, but now this is the confirm on Blackheart. It's going to be the end of the tall demon.
Oh, just okay. Got the
Bird
shockwave.
bomb. Okay, and goes for the armor. X Factor is now done, and Ed has all of the meter in the world, but there's also only 14 seconds left on the clock to get this life lead back, and you can't get a life lead back when you're getting hit.
Get the double super here, and this may actually be kill. It's gonna be close, or miss it completely. Or twice. Orbs Jr. just needs to run the clock.
And with that, it looks like Best Xbox. Oh, I spoke
Optimize
too
this.
fast.
Closing it just in time.
Perfect timing by Edsadiet to go for the last second super instead of the standing heavy first. He thought effectively within the moment, made the adjustment, and great work by Ed there. Best Xbox also played incredibly well, but that last moment thinking was exactly what gets you into... I believe he's already in top 8. Is that to get into... Like we've seen her as probably one of our most represented characters in bracket recently. How do you feel about people remembering that S.T.A.R.S Jill is one of the best characters both on point and as an assist wizard, Tim?
I think it's a bit of an inevitability. Like, certain teams just need certain assists, and at this point in time, S.T.A.R.S Jill does feel like she's a lone monolith for the kind of OTG projectile assist she gives. And just a very strong back package.
And that fly, Lazy Boss went for the low, but she was in the air, and because of that, Clea was able to confirm the hit. But is this going to be a lot of damage on S.T.A.R.S Jill? It takes a good chunk off of her. It seems like Clea has been doing very well, but that air throw from a Lazy Boss gets the confirm. This could be the end of her. Oh no, she gets another chance to live. And gets the confirm off of that falling S. Looking very solid here against Gambit. What resources would you invest? Oh, the assist spot!
Considering how much Gambit offers, I would probably just pump every last little bit of meter I had into killing the character.
Okay, and with that... Oh, didn't get their OTG, and the 6H went over Juri's head. I knew she was a short lady, I didn't realize she was that short of a lady. That is good to be aware of. Okay, Meteor's coming down, but Gambit lives on a pixel. I think that's the least damage I've seen Meteors do. It's also funny because oh no, he's projectile invulnerable, and her level 3, the thing that starts the cinematic, is a projectile. What a tragedy for that.
Almost got a perfect pickup there, but the trade unfavorable.
Okay, and the hit with US Agent going in there, but there's still X Factor available for both players. Gets another slide. Tangrowth getting these hits, but the confirmation not quite there. No, isn't Blackheart on the opposite side of the Curse of Meteor soup right now? Everything is blessed about it, or 90% of things are blessed about it? Oh, she uses the non-super meteors there in order to control some space, able to prevent US Agent from bullying her, but US Agent gets in there. Now they have to play footsies, looking a little scary. Flame Carpet on the ground, very terrifying, but the roll there was not protected. There wasn't an assist to keep US Agent safe, but the follow-up afterwards is looking good for a Lazy Boss. This is probably the end of Clea.
Gonna get that easy mix here, 50-50. Yeah, you thought it was the shield, but it was really the cross-up.
Oh, and the triple hyper. This is going to evaporate so much of Juri's life. And gets to do a mix-up when there's the bombs on screen. They can make it very hard to see. Very good. Okay, the X Factor Jill gets to come out. Last time she got clipped before we could see the darkness, but now putting things on screen. Gets on the other side. This is the end of Gambit. This is looking very good for Tangrowth because she's going to have the mix-up.
Oh. Shockwave.
This is going to catch her, but does it confirm into anything? The super is on deck. X Factor.
Keep it simple if you can. Nope.
No. But now X Factor's out for Tangrowth, so she's going to need to invest meter if she wants to get things done. But that card's assist so solid, just clears her out, and Lazy Boss going up 2-0 against Tangrowth. Air dash down back S is a very solid poke for her. The float on it's good, so you could still confirm things. A lot of S's push you down pretty far, but Clea's on hit is pretty solid for being able to confirm stuff. And the happy birthday, but US Agent gets a little too far away and falls out.
Oh, good catch on the backdash.
Ooh, that is looking scary, but this will do very little damage to S.T.A.R.S Jill. I say very little damage as in she is not immediately dead, is what I mean by that.
Meteors. Feng Shui.
Ooh, gets in there, but then doesn't have the confirm afterwards. Now Juri's gonna go down. There's a lot of red life on Tangrowth's team, so if anybody dies, well, Clea's getting back a good amount of it. She's gonna be at a little under half when she comes back in.
He has to play patient. Still has a lot of health to get back on the anchor, so taking big risks is just not on the table right now.
Ooh, but gets the... Oh,
no.
Unfortunately was outside of the range to make it happen and gets hit by the cross-up overhead. Deadpool players are smiling somewhere. They just felt something went right with reality, but oh good. Falling from the heavens. Wolverine players smiling as well with that dive kick. And now... I'd like the dash under to put Gambit back in the corner. Do you think that because the incoming mix-up, Tangrowth will take this?
It's anybody's chance here. Ooh, no. Nothing but air for both players. Oop.
Oh, Tangrowth has the hit. Oh, but this isn't going to kill. And now, because of that, Lazy Boss has a chance to play with X Factor Jill. It's looking scary. Goes for the bullets.
X Factor bait? Yeah, that's an X Factor bait.
Catches with the backside, but she flips over the top and can get the kill here. Has the throw, and because of that, Tangrowth gets on the board 1-2, making the adjustment, saving herself from the terrible situation.
You can definitely bet somebody swore in that room right now.
That was very good and very challenging simultaneously. Oh, but this catch on the assist, both of them were getting clipped, but it looks like US Agent's able to change it into a hit on the point sooner. Clea just putting some air dash down back S out there. But gets caught by those cards. Those cards have been very substantial in being another support assist for both US Agent and S.T.A.R.S Jill. Do you think Juri survives this? There's 3 meters on deck.
I do not think they survive this. This gets so much extra damage you can pump into the combo. Oh, that was interesting.
And invest the X Factor. It doesn't want another Dark Jill event to happen, and with that... Oh no! Doesn't want one, but one may still happen. Invest the X Factor.
Swings out. It's caught. Oh, doesn't get caught. That's a throw. Shockwave to keep it safe.
Ooh, but then Gambit's in there. And the launch connects, but so does the dive knee. Okay, X Factor is going to be able to make this
level 2 this
kill.
to keep it faster, but they're gonna go for the long route.
And with that drop, this is going to be the end of S.T.A.R.S. Not the end of S.T.A.R.S Jill. That did not confirm, and now there's a chance available. Has the throw, has plenty of meter. This is possible, though scary. US Agent is at a point where level 2, level 1 will kill him off of most confirms. but he has an assist. Ooh.
Ooh,
And he
nice
has the hit.
pickup.
And with that, a lazy boss takes it 3-1, though Tangrowth showing the clutch in that game 3. The lazy boss just holding it out and just playing solid for game 4. Great work to both players. And great assist use by both of them as well. I feel like a lazy boss was taking advantage of those comparing, especially with these assists, because I think Von Doom having a beam assist is a big deal. But let's see how they both end up approaching this. Ooh, getting in there. So I think the names are switched by the way, Kevin, because Cyclops is on player 1 side and Ultron is on player 2. Okay, throwing out some things. VonDitto's the one who's able to confirm it into a hit first. Dark Thunder. Ed's aim on Dark Thunder has been pretty good. It feels like he's gotten used to where the angles are in order to anti-air, even against small characters like Servbot earlier. Ooh, the S hits from behind! I was not aware of that part. But this is going to be ShinyVonDitto getting to still have a Blackheart to work with. Uses his super to get out and goes into command throw. Oh, I'm not sure if the snap is what Ed was going for there, but now is back to throwing some demons on screen and trying to control this on Ultron, but Ultron gets in there. Do you think after Blackheart dies, Onslaught will be able to deal with this Ultron, Wizard Tim?
All on the mix. Give Ed space, he has the ability to get out, but yeah, you can see Von Doom really has this down to a tight science.
The X investment is going to go well, but then Onslaught's still alive, and Onslaught may not be alive now. X Factor is going to... Oh, Onslaught's weird body size made that not exactly what VonDitto wanted, but there's still the opportunity for Dark Cyclops, or even bringing Cyclops in. Ends up going with the teleport mix. Head Crush, is it fast enough? Ends up going with the Mega Optic Blast, but gets caught by the initial part of the Death Ray, or Mega Death Ray? I forget the adjectives attached to it.
Ooh, and that hasn't been working.
Ed has been very hit by the 6H into command throw not working in the same spacings that it used to. The durability on them's enough that it ate level 3 Buster, I feel, so, or at least in casuals a week ago. And I don't think there were adjustments since then. But yeah, the demons have a lot of durability for just like clearing out nonsense. But Onslaught here has been showing that there isn't a need for X Factor Cyclops, and going to be able to get this down. It's only 15 seconds left on the clock. When you don't have X Factor and you're behind here, how do you think about this, Wizard Jim?
You just have to stay in the pocket. A big thing about Moonstone is her incredibly high speed. It means that you can just start doing that, but there was an upper limit while it had X Factor, and Von Doom unfortunately hit it.
And with that, Edsadiet taking the game, but now we're back to Blackheart mirrors, getting to see this new character in action. Demons to get the confirm, pulling into the corner, but not quite having it. Blackheart was able to get chunked there, but without the full combo available, it looks like they're still at a very even point. Oh, it's 12 class? What? I did not realize it was anywhere near 12. It does not look like 12. Okay, this is going to be the end... Oh, not the end of Blackheart.
This time for sure. Never mind.
Ooh, getting caught there. And the jumping medium has a huge hitbox. My gosh, that was quite a catch. But catching Ultron out of the air here. Is this what's going to work? Using that vertical control with the Inferno. Great stuff.
There we go.
I do like that it's already a crew battle and Blackheart's like, hold on, we need 12 more homies to win this here.
Oop. Into the swing, strikes the head, and now we're just going to kill as fast as they can.
Goes into that level 3. Is level 3 going to be enough on its own? It looks like with X Factor it is, so Cyclops coming in needs to still deal with the last quarter of Ultron's X Factor. Oh, going in there. I think Ultron can punish this, especially with X. No, didn't end up being able to do so. VonDitto is also playing from farther away, so getting some of those punishes can be harder on higher MS. But really good stuff just getting out of here. The level 3 in order to anti-air. And the Gene Splice afterwards. Okay, Ed, you're cooking.
Oh, didn't believe.
Okay, either of them can do this, but it looks like Moonstone's going to be the first one to get a hit, but it doesn't turn into the full confirm she needs, and now at a range that could be scary to fight the Cyclops.
Oh,
Gene
almost
Splice
overcommit.
Oh, great frame trap, but then didn't believe, and it looks like VonDitto's the first to believe, going to get the big punch and then get the many punches, and with that, VonDitto takes the second game, tying it up 1-1 against Edsadiet. Okay, so the two Blackhearts getting to get back into the mirror. Gene Splice putting stuff on the screen. Gene Splice is no longer invulnerable on startup, but it is still fast with a big hitbox that leaves a persistent projectile
Gets
behind
the
it.
ladder. Oh, that's a good
And
chunk
got
of
the pigs
damage.
at the end, so they were poisoned. Good stuff against VonDitto here. Okay. And this time the pigs connected again, and look at how much life gets drained. Oh my gosh, Blackheart is struggling for VonDitto. Only has a pixel left, but gets a hit.
Breaks that up. Oh, putting the nice pressure on to Ultron. Just has to keep him from getting into the air and getting those throws.
Oh, but even if you hit Blackheart, the poison still happens. But this is going to be the end of Blackheart and Onslaught coming in. Okay, gets the hit, but doesn't have the confirm. Invested the X Factor, and now this overhead is real. Going to be able to potentially kill Onslaught. Builds the meter for it. Goes for level 3. Oh no! Onslaught is an enormous man that has a strange interaction. What?
That's unfortunate.
That was unfortunate. Oh, but the Gene Splice whiffs, and now Ultron dies. Ooh, she gets out for a moment, but it's only a moment, and because of that, Moonstone's gonna eat a chunk. And now, will any of the drones clip? They do, and Ed goes up 2-1 against the ShinyVonDitto. VonDitto thinking about it, seeing if the Blackheart mirror calls to them. VonDitto feeling that they can also be the Prince of Darkness and get some work done here. But let's see which of them's going to be able to secure this point battle. It looks like Ed's getting to get started, but now ShinyVonDitto gets out of it and gets an Inferno on screen to get things moving. Wait, did that just eat Shockwave?
It's hard to see from that angle. There were so many things going in.
I think that jumping demons just ate the Shockwave assist, which is some level of something. But yeah, demons have a lot of durability, is something that in watching these matchups we have very much seen. And but it looks like VonDitto has managed to get their Ultron in order to get that red life back on the Blackheart, and is beating up that Onslaught assist something fierce.
Oh, good mash. Oh, big body does drop faster, though. Be a little bit quicker on the reaction.
Ooh, great stuff to VonDitto not swinging there. Ed did the counter in order to get, like, you know that your opponent wants to mash some buttons in X Factor, but that ShinyVonDitto, ready to just be patient, and because of that was able to kill off Onslaught, leaving it down to just anchor Cyclops without any X Factor remaining, and also not that much meter. If Cyc gets a hit, he could kill Ultron and Blackheart with one hit, but, oh. Or he may just put Ultron within chip range. Oh, and Blackheart gets in relatively safely, and now this is where VonDitto is rewarded for him getting Blackheart out earlier and getting all that red life back. So this is when you save your characters, your reward is that you get to play them for longer, especially when you're getting down to the last 39 seconds of a Marvel match. Ooh, the jab's getting in there, but catches with the optic blast at an angle. Let's see what Ultron does in order to try and deal with this. Looks like this time taken to the air, getting in there, but his...
Oh, nice catch.
Ooh, the frame trap is level 3 close enough, and level 3 is close enough. This is going to be bad for Cyclops. Didn't get in with the dash. Okay, this could go either way. 22 seconds left on the Marvel clock. There's a life advantage for VonDitto, and they have a hit. This is looking like it's going to be 2-2, tying the setup. Great work to both of these players.
The micrometer being the difference between a kill and not a kill in this matchup. Things are getting real close.
Dang, Edsadiet's been playing like all game 5s tonight, right?
Luckily, he's got the stamina for it seems.
I think that if you're a zoner player, you have more like, oh yeah, I'm happy to do this for 10 hours than some of the people who are like, I need to hit someone within 3 seconds or I feel like I'm not playing a game. So I feel Ed is pretty well suited for that, and the suited Blackheart takes out the naked Blackheart, able to get the start and the cross through with the dash. That was sick. Oh, but this is gonna drop. Has the frame trap, ends up throwing out a Sentinel. Ooh, nice job for VonDitto avoiding the space where that shockwave was. And even though now drones go away on hit, they are still quite good and have a hitbox.
Good pickup. What are we going to spend on this is the question.
Level 3s right away. I'm down with it. ShinyVonDitto kills off Onslaught, and now that means that Blackheart needs to come into this mix. Ooh, and Rise of Rookies rating with the 33 folks. Thank you, wonderful people from Rise of Rookies. Hope you enjoy seeing Ultron murder some Blackheart. I think it's going to require the DHC into Moonstone, but it's worth investing.
One more.
No, why did you do it that way? The multi-punch is more effective. And the level 3 caught! What? Okay. The level 3 caught, and now Moonstone is bleeding. Ed tried to get the pickup afterwards, but now is in a situation where Blackheart is bleeding, but they could put stuff on screen and make it scary for Moonstone to try and make this work.
What a sequence of events that was.
Okay, and catches with the anti-air optic blast. This is looking scary for VonDitto. If he gets the hit with Ultron, he could kill a Blackheart in one hit and then build up enough meter on that in order to get the level 3 kill on Cyclops.
Well, that last pillar saving there.
This is looking real scary for Von Doom. There's the meter advantage. He's poisoned.
Next hit, we'll do it. And there we go.
Oh,
Ed's patience.
Did demons not cause kill screen? I guess demons don't cause kill screen. But that was a really hype and close match in the Blackheart mirror. Doing good. Yeah, it's the capture state. Yeah, it's a run back from playing round 1. Let's see how they both approach this on the lower side of the bracket. And now Lazy Boss going against this point Juri has been... Ooh, Gambit assist is a little bleeding there. But it doesn't matter if your assist bleeds, if your point character is getting the hit. This is going to be the end of Juri if you just invest the resources. Oh, invest the resources and doesn't kill Juri? Everything going wrong.
Okay, it's all fine. Nice patience. Waited for Xeno to overcommit with a gun.
A Gambit staff hitbox on the THC has some properties. Yes, it is a 0 frame post flash type hit. Or I think it's like a... What is it? I think it's like a proton cannon. Oh, US Agent is getting these hits. It feels like the Lazy Boss doing well in neutral, getting the value they need. But is this just playing into Red She-Hulk's hands? Because we know Xeno just wants her to live. And now, off of that confirm, I don't know if Red She-Hulk dies, but if you hit her again, she's 100% dead. Keeps it simple. And with that, US Agent is going to kill off Red She-Hulk. Lazy Boss taking the first game up against Xeno.
Ooh, what a great use of the roll into happy birthday, and that means there's a lot of bar on deck here.
Leon goes down. And Juri goes down without spending any extra meter. It's all up to Red She-Hulk again.
50-50. Oh my god, you fell into the jabs.
Oh, the shield slash went the wrong way. And command throw whiffs. And the command throw this time hits. Xeno gets to jump over to put the incoming mix in the corner. Gambit's going to come in against an angry Red She-Hulk. Oh, uses 100% of their meter in order to make this happen. Gets the hit. As the confirm, and with X Factor, this is just going to kill off Gambit real quick. S.T.A.R.S Jill coming in. Just throwing out some gun flames, gets the confirms off of them, and now Jill is going to go down, and Xeno ties the score up 1-1. Xeno showing the efficacy of Gunflame and covering not just ground height, but also normal jump height in this game. It's much larger than anything from the wonderful Soul Bad Guy. Very tall fire.
Ooh. Cross up. You can block everything, but sometimes you get hit on multiple
Oh, and Xeno tried to anti-air with the standing heavy, but it didn't work out. And with that, Lazy Boss had gotten a hit. Is this going to be the end of Juri? It is. Leon losing 1/4 of their life, has 3/4 left to try and fight, but gets crossed up immediately. The Lazy Boss, I think with access to Gambit assist, since Leon's low life, should be able to kill this character. Oh, the snap is real. Gets the falling hit. Lazy Boss, are you X-Factoring? Yes, you are.
Oh no,
but the shield comes back
fine.
to you. Okay, salvaged. Everything working out just fine for a Lazy Boss, but now, Dark Leon. We normally see the Dark Red She-Hulk. We don't see that much of the Leon coming out from Toji in the background. How do you feel about Leon as an anchor?
Very high damage, pretty great pressure, but definitely his mobility does not improve enough to catch some characters while in X.
Okay, so what's Gambit gonna get to do? He's gonna swing into a rifle, and when you swing into a rifle, you die immediately. This is going to be the end of Gambit, but
The long animation.
Leon doesn't have a way to dump meter though, so he's going to need to hit Jill twice since he doesn't have assists.
Was a bear. Hey.
Well, this was the first stage. Now it's easy. Just needs to get the hit on her wake up. Gets the rifle.
Oh, gets a good breakout point. Oh, this is not what you want to do versus...
And with that, Xeno going to take out S.T.A.R.S Jill, and now it's up 2-1 for Xeno. The clutch coming out of Leon. I had said that Red She-Hulk's normally his anchor, but he was able to make the same type of good last-minute decisions when playing with Leon as he does with Red She-Hulk.
A good connect. Finds a nice starter here, mid-screen, gets the extension. Gets that last little surge of meter.
Okay, and Juri out of Pixel. But a Pixel Juri is enough managed to bait with the assist, and then now the assist has been baited with, going to be able to go for the up TAC. 3 meters are available. Will you DHC all the way through the Red She-Hulk, or...?
I was going to say Feng Shui engine at least, but Xeno seems to have a good plan here.
I like not leaving Juri in because she has a lot of red life. Ooh, but that S into the confirm. Great stuff by a Lazy Boss. This is looking like it for Leon.
Right, get the timing.
Tab's highlighting that his character Leon has all good matchups. That character is some nonsense, agreed. But this is looking like not going to be his game. It's up to either Red She-Hulk or Juri if they try to make this happen. And all of the down TACs didn't end up killing Red She-Hulk, delayed very well, and now, good block from Xeno.
Anti-ground kick. And that did a good amount of damage and got him a lot of bar. That's the key factor.
Okay, Dark Soul Bad Girl.
Using Shockwave or other tools into X Factor is completely acceptable if you can stop the offense in its tracks, just like this. That's a good chunk of the X Factor time. Is when she has to travel, it definitely goes by a lot faster.
Okay, putting out the gun flames. Let's see. X Factor's over, but it doesn't matter if X Factor's over. Level 3 was built. Is this going to be level 3? And with the level 3, it kills off Stars Jill. Xeno takes it 3-1 over Lazy Boss, eliminating him from the tournament. I'm gonna have to hop off in order to play BLACKxAKATSUKI now. Good luck and have fun, BLACKxAKATSUKI.
Everything is coming down to so many clutch matches. Katsuki's had a pretty good track record even against Isicera. I wonder if they'll be swapping up their team again. They're still not commonly seen as a point, but still very good with a lot of assists. However, that implies that you can break through the offense here. Sarah going to golden armor. And just use that pinwheel lockdown to force completely inevitable mix-ups. But, ooh, even she is not completely ready for that shift of weight from the gold armor, but still comes in and is going to crush this Ultron. Oh, never mind. Small mistake, going to give Katsuki the option to get out of the situation. And happy birthday. The big damage on the team. Both easily at their reach. The last extension. And knee press going to be enough. Okay, Gloria coming in all on her lonesome. Has 5 bars, but the damage, even an X Factor, just isn't where it needs to be. With a strong anti-projectile character like Bison, it is all one can do to survive until that connection.
Player 1 wins. Live and let die. Fight.
Great pickup off the throw. Has access to the assist pickup if she needs one more off the ground. And using Ultron to get this last little extension. Going to finish off. Knee press. Oh no, it goes for the ball super, and there we go. Katsuki really does have a lot of interesting teams, making fantastic use of both the assists and the pressure from bullets, but not prepared for Isicera to shift from the defense to the offense without the usage of Gloria. Now Isicera going into full rushdown mode. Has a fantastic assist to cover the ground, but happy birthday almost again. Completely worth the X Factor here from Bison. Gonna have a lot of bar coming into the last fight. Okay, stable 2 means the next touch. Had that connected properly, would have been a kill. This was Psycho Crusher and gets the connection. And that's 2. And back to the character select. Are we going to see a shift for Isicera? Bringing in her own Jill Stars? War Machine. And X. Okay, going to swap out Gloria for the Jill. And oh my god, off the Psycho Crusher. Happy birthday. Oh, close. Isicera going to take advantage of the situation. Use the throw to guarantee no risk. And Bleeding X in the back just wants to optimize these combos enough to really run the clock. Gets the good read on Katsuki's part. As I said, was going to try and use a Buster reset and then tag out. We managed to bring in their Ultron and actually now forces Isicera to fight with this only half health X. Isicera just looks like they're going to try and play this out, either looking for a bar or just don't feel comfortable with the snap options here. And fantastic X play brings it to mid-screen. There we go. Gets the tag they needed. Yeah, I say, yeah, shifted from a defense to a very strong offense gameplay here. Is going to utilize the zoning, the speed, and that strong assist to just pressure the Bison from points where he cannot cycle crusher. I think it's gonna actually catch. Yes, it does. Good pickup off the X assist. Trying to be as optimal as possible. War Destroyer at point blank. Cover the DHC. Alright, Bison did a lot in the previous matches, but it's going to have a major uphill battle with no X. Isicera stabilizes and puts himself on the board. And oh my god, every time, every single sequence, a happy birthday. But this one, just like the last one, falls apart. Chooses the snap in the X. And looks to chip with the super. Akatsuki making strong decisions with that last little bit of X Factor here. It's been very much this War Machine, Isicera's possible new signature character, who has been holding the line. It's the assist into a great reset, and Isicera showing that there is more to the team than the Gloria here. I think a fantastic job of challenging the Devils. Smart bomb. Good fade, evading all the options, get caught. Ooh, good block. And oh, stayed grounded too long. Both characters caught. And has to X immediately to protect the War Machine. Almost got a happy birthday of their own. It is all up to stop calling assists. Ooh. It's a chip out here. Okay, Isicera's got a little bit of X left and just needs to get a little connections here. Next touch, will kill, has access. And that's two. Isicera tying it up. And here we go. This time, Isicera claims a fast happy birthday. Level 2, gonna take out the assist character and put a lot of life out of the way for Jill here. With these sudden switch of characters, both players just turning on the aggression. Ooh, patience, catching. And from the rip of the X Factor, Ultron just zooming in and crushing. We have a little bit left over for the next part of the mix. Incredible defense. But caught by the descending here. Okay, Akatsuki possibly going to get his level 3 just short. Oh. And saved by a little bit of good fortune. War Machine just going to hang on and DHC out here. Oh no, Isicera just wants the chip. After a fortunate kill on Bison, Isicera's management of this momentum just hasn't been able to stay. Akatsuki doing a great job of showing off all the incredible pressure and speed they can utilize. This character playing a very refined Ultron that completely controls. Shockwave to catch. Looking for an assist call passively. Gets the cross under. There we go. Without X, this is Isicera's comeback. Now turning it onto Akatsuki to be the one to catch up with this life loss. Buster no good. Just keeps it safe, and Shockwave to close it out.
Player 2 wins. Everybody has something to fight for.
And don't call it a comeback, don't call it a turnaround, but Isicera closing it out 3 to Akatsuki's 2. What a match. Stick with the Blackheart team. Xeno makes the rash decision to challenge while there is so much real estate for Ed to take care of, but time a good mash finds their way into the pressure here. Another rollout reset, and this time it is Ed pushing to the corner here. Onslaught gets stuff. Both players just putting on the gas, trying and swinging. This is almost a happy birthday. Ooh, overcommit. And this is the tricky situation of Blackheart. Strong pressure, but you have to read every range, because when you do stuff like that and it isn't blocked or catching, you are punished hard. Goes for the light drone mix, and there we go. 4 bars. I imagine Ed definitely has an easy and quick. Oh! Well, meterless it is.
So much meter on both sides, but that just means... Oh no, that means that Red She-Hulk may just die here. Ed, please just use X Factor early. You're making it so much harder on yourself.
Okay. That's an interesting one.
And now
That did
Red
not feel
She-Hulk
like it
gets
was
the
gonna
chance to play.
Ed,
He's going
please stop.
No,
You need to stop.
I understand the desire in his heart. But now there's still a good third of X Factor left for Red She-Hulk.
Nice use of that for a stall.
Oh, good Roman cancel, but didn't quite have the confirm there.
Oh, I think you could have just supered in the air once you got that hit. Like this. Yeah, that does work.
Ooh, and with that, Edsadiet closes out the first game over Xeno, going to get there, but I think that fighting that Red She-Hulk just ends up being so scary. Throwing out some demons. And the shockwave connects, but the S does not. No matter how many times I hear it, I still appreciate the sound effect for Blackheart's launcher. It's just so iconic for being that Marvel sound from the like CPS2 era or whatever. Or like, I guess, Naomi era.
Yep.
Leon's
Well,
very
this is
dead.
looking good. And this is the ideal character for that sort of chip damage.
And Red She-Hulk
Just
gets
X
caught
Factor,
by the
please,
mix.
Ed.
Yes, I also would like the X Factor, but uses the triple hyper this time at a height where it will be a little bit more favorable.
Okay, that works.
If you hit with all of it, that triple hyper is great, but it was hitting with just the top section the other time, and that was a challenge. So Ed up 2-0 over Xeno, and Xeno makes the adjustment here. What do you think that adjustment is?
I'm guessing a Sentinel. I think that's a character that does pretty well against Onslaught. You just have better air control by far.
Being able to unfly and block against Shockwave, even if you were actively poking, is very, very nice. So even if you were poking and you weren't in fly, you could fly and then unfly because he has a fast fly that lets you do that.
Oh, he's going for the damage route. Every touch is a kill, so even if he has to only touch once after being blocked for so long, it's the one that he needs.
Resident E-Hulks. So let's see, Orange Hulk moving forward. These are some big bodies on point, but Ed able to get that throw. Ooh, that trade could have been very scary, but it looks like Orange Hulk having some challenges getting in with all these demons on screen.
It's also a little bit harder to combo as a Blackheart. He just falls so fast.
Ooh, and this looks like this is going to not build quite enough meter. And with that, Orange Hulk lives and gets the ground bounce. Now everything is fine. He gets to kill and build meter in the process. This is exactly what Xeno wanted. Everything's going according to plan. And decides to leave Orange Hulk in. How do you feel about that?
I feel like he's going to die instantly, yeah. Like that.
That means that Leon's going to need to hold this incoming, but it's not too scary. And now needs to fight Onslaught Cyclops. Oh, the
Both
parry
players trying to
follow.
trap. Nice try. That was a little optimistic when he's not invulnerable anymore. Oh. I think we learned something today.
Yeah, you definitely flat nerfed Orange Hulk's damage across the board. And he slashes back the Sentinel. Go back towards that man, Sentinel.
Beep
He's
boop,
your
other
actual
direction.
enemy. A but the command throw from Ed too good now. Down to Cyclops versus Red Shield. The wall bounce was there, but she's too far away. Gets the throw. She doesn't have a confirm off the throw, but she does have install.
Oh, is that gonna catch? Yeah, he did something.
Oh, X Factor's available. Doesn't get the hit though.
Oh, too
and now-
early. My God,
backdash.
what is going on?
It's one of the things where Red She-Hulk's a brawler, but she does not get to combo off of her ground throw like a Magneto or something. So she needs to get this. But air throw, on the other hand, Cyclops is now very dead because that level 3 is going to come through, and she is going to obliterate this one-eyed man, or one-eye-beamed man. And with that, Xeno's going to get on the board 1-2 against Edsadiet. Getting in, I love that Hulk Air S. It just has such a nice hitbox, and the way he travels through the air with it makes it even better. So let's see. Ooh, gets the catch with the demons, but does not convert them. And now both of these characters have been hit, but they had chances to live. Everything working out on both sides. Extended neutral gets to continue.
Said, if Ed gets another air confirm and he can kill, I just want to see him let the super rip. Oh.
Ooh. Xeno's the one who gets the hit, but it doesn't confirm. And now both of them keep being at places where they get hits, but it doesn't turn into the other character dying.
That'll kill. That'll kill. Oh, I lied. What is
Onslaught
going
gets
on
back
here?
right out.
Okay, that works.
That's the catch. Okay, and now Blackheart's recovering for Edsadiet while Xeno loses his Orange Hulk. Going to see, gets the hit with the crouching heavy and goes for the side TAC. Double side. Now that means Ed has no meter for neutral here. No head crush to stay invulnerable. And now dealing with some pistols into some rifles. Onslaught bleeding, but will he reflect? He does,
Nope.
and really great stuff from Xeno, adjusting his timing, knowing the projectile reflect is coming, and then punishing the projectile reflect with the projectile that's delayed. Great stuff. But now Xeno has the substantial lead. This is looking good for him. Onslaught loses so much red life and needs to deal with all of the potential chips that Leon can do. This is very scary.
Oh, yeah, just a lot of predictable stuff from Ed is just falling apart in the presence of Leon.
Okay, these rifles are pretty scary. Jump rifle catches Cyclops. But
Sweep is a
really
good superiority tool here.
kills off Leon, but has no meter, and that means that... Oh! Builds up that meter back because Tabs gave this character a tool where he could get his meter back in. X Factor from both sides. Now, this means that this is looking scary. Xeno has the confirm first, and Xeno's going to tie up the score 2-2. And as he does, it looks like Fruity Fetus is gifting a sub to Chiroshu. Thank you so much for supporting the community, Fetus, and casting protection from ads on people. It is appreciated to be able to see this hype Marvel action, especially as it goes into Game 5. See, Fetus is the bringer of Game 5s. Fruity Fetus of the 5 doing the work.
Ooh,
man.
bring down the hammer.
Ooh, this is looking like Blackheart is getting messed up, but I don't think he's dead because there's no DHC and Xeno's not investing X Factor here. Going to put some demons on screen, catching Orange Hulk, but Orange Hulk, oh, after that, the life bars are so even.
The pickup needs a little bit more. That's gonna finish.
Oh no, needed to do Gamma Rush first. Oh, I'm wrong. I thought he needed to Gamma Rush forward, but Blackheart, life not as much as some of the other big bodies. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is looking scary, but Xeno has the momentum. I don't think Onslaught's dead unless he uses all the resources, but he's going to use some resources here. 1 and 2, and this is going to be a mix-up situation on Onslaught, but Onslaught has 5 meters on deck. Invulnerable move just to go into things, and delay DHC. Does not X Factor, but Xeno doesn't get the punish. What a tragedy for Xeno, and now can potentially lose his Leon as a result of that. Ed decides not to
Oh
invest
my
the X
god,
Factor.
what was it, the
however.
counter? He's gonna get a lot of bar back too, which is a big thing here. Is he just spent a lot, so he needs to re-earn it.
Oh, and air dashed out of the way and catches with the crouching heavy. Leon's coming in. What's he gonna do against this Onslaught? Onslaught teleports into the corner, but this could be scary for either one. Whoever gets momentum is just in a favorable position. And Xeno has the red She-Hulk available. Oh, didn't get a confirm. Either one on hit can be very scary. Gets the hit. Why are you not X-Factoring immediately, my friend? Because he has confidence, he will build the meter, but I think even with that, this is going to be barely alive. No, she's done.
Just barely. Ooh.
And with that, Edsadiet taking it 3-2 over Xeno, showing me that I do not know when people need to X. He had the confidence in his combo. He knew how much damage it would do. I like Xing early. I'm with tabs. I'm just like, if you are hitting the last character, just do the X. Play.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Just nice amount of domination. Fantastic assist.
Ooh, and the happy birthday immediately, but Onslaught gets out of there, but BLACKxAKATSUKI, happy to kill one character, goes for the snap, wants to kill Onslaught specifically, but X Factor 1 actually has an issue where the second half of Stranger's Assist does not come out on X Factor 1, which is a tragedy for BLACKxAKATSUKI. Does he get to the other side in time? He does.
Barely.
And Meteors is going to trade in Blackheart's favor here. Oh, this is looking scary. Is there a confirm? No, and the command throw does not catch on Wake Up. BLACKxAKATSUKI gets a clean hit on Cyclops as a result, but then the TAC is going to be the loss of that character, and now the command throw does work the second time. If at first you don't succeed, Bulldog again, and Ed here going to be able to kill for only a single meter use. Oh no! Dropped it at the most vital time, and now it's going to be the end of Cyclops, and Blackheart's left in the anchor position, which can be much scarier because he's the newest characters on Ed's team with the least practice, so X Factor may need to be invested here. Let's see, what does Onslaught do on incoming?
The double-double.
Bunch of chip.
Oh no.
Pixel Onslaught?
Well, there's an X Factor, there's a way.
Is X Factor invested? Oh, that doesn't work at full screen. The shockwave hits both. That could have been very terrifying, but instead chips out with demons. X Factor available for Ed. Let's see how they choose to invest it. The shockwave catching and then the Inferno catching. This is looking very scary, but the drone from the top ropes catches Blackheart, but the TAC is blocked. Okay, Stranger against two characters, but X Factor 2 and, no X Factor 2. So does that mean Onslaught's going to be X Factor 3, however, or is this mix going to be so dirty that there is no Onslaught?
It's pretty hard with Onslaught, because yeah, everything just kind of connects on you forever.
X Factor, and is this enough to kill? No,
nah.
This is Stranger with a pixel, but needs to be very cautious and gets caught in the air. Edsadiet taking the first game against BLACKxAKATSUKI. Ooh, and it was pushed a little bit too far away by that. Goes for the overhead while he's in the air. But this is looking like a pretty potentially even matchup to get things started. And the Flames of the Faultine assist showing how good it is, confirming from super high up and leading into a dead Blackheart and maybe even 20 seconds off clock. No, BLACKxAKATSUKI went for another TAC. Oh, ended up getting, instead of the HC, got a second super because Blackheart has very low recovery on that. And the snap in order to bring in the Cyclops does not want to deal with this character as anchor, and BLACKxAKATSUKI with that fast tri-jump overhead is going to be able to kill off this character, I think without using X Factor. Now it's all up to Onslaught. Do you think Onslaught with X Factor 3 and only 2 meters is going to be able to do this? Oh, not if he just gets opened up on his head and BLACKxAKATSUKI doing what we were saying in chat earlier, right, Wizard Tim? Use the X Factor.
Get out.
And BLACKxAKATSUKI showing why you use that X Factor. Even a high health character like Onslaught will go down to your might.
Oh, strong hit straight out of the shock.
Oh, and the Shoryu ends up investing the X Factor, goes with the overhead, and now Blackheart's going down, and Onslaught's going to lose a quarter of their life. This is looking very solid for BLACKxAKATSUKI. Ooh, and went for the counter. Ooh, this is potentially going to be a lot. Ends up getting the confirm on Evil Ryu, has 3 meters on deck, invests with the Cyclops, but it ends up dropping. And now Drones goes away, one of the changes that was made to this character. The overhead catches, and now Onslaught likely to go down. This is looking very good for BLACKxAKATSUKI. Even without X Factor, they could kill a character. No, level 3 did not work, and now Ed, please use resources. You were given a gift. Okay, and would you use X here for the last bit on Ultron, or just go for Chip, or... Ooh, gets the hit on Stranger. And with DHC, this does a chunk of damage on him. Onslaught's back in, but Stranger, character has a projectile counter, able to deal with a lot of Ed's nonsense just by getting around it. Ooh, almost. And
this is a blessing.
The end of Stranger. Ed has X Factor, but he doesn't have meter. And BLACKxAKATSUKI, on the other hand, immediate using that meter and gets the hit. What does he set up? Gets some drones on the screen. Ooh, and the jumping forward heavy with Ed is going to confirm that. Goes for the command throw. Ryu coming in from the skies. It puts out that beam on deck. And X Factor almost out here. With the last bit of X Factor, it doesn't quite kill, and because of that, BLACKxAKATSUKI has the hit. He could potentially kill off of this. What is the combo? Has the knockdown, invest the install. Are the loops on deck? Loop 1.
One more. Getting
Loop
very
3.
close.
And gets the Shoryu, and with that, BLACKxAKATSUKI clutching it out with the Pixel Evil Ryu.
Whew, didn't think we'd get that much explosion so early on.
Oh, and the immediate snap bringing in the Cyclops. Saw that there was the potential for things to go badly. Oh, and Ultron body blocked the command throw. What a tragedy for Edsadiet, but BLACKxAKATSUKI turning that tragedy into a blessing, killing off Cyclops, taking advantage of it. Now, Onslaught needs to deal with all this nonsense.
Big Limb saved him there, though.
Oh, the snap into Blackheart. Not sure how I feel about this. Oh, Stranger is having no life left. This could actually, it looked very in favor of BLACKxAKATSUKI, but now it could go either way. This is the hit on Blackheart. Doesn't have enough to level 3 DHC, but is going to get the top hit of beam. It does very low damage because it's only 1.
Goes for the mix, too.
The mix was good, and gets the punish on that dry tag. This is looking like it could be the end of Onslaught if they build enough meter. And hits him out of the super startup. This is looking very good for BLACKxAKATSUKI, leaving Blackheart in the back. I believe that only hits grounded opponents, and with that, Blackheart going to go down on that whiff punish, and it's all going to be up to this anchor Onslaught. This is looking scary for Ed. Their tournament life is on the line, and they need to deal with install mix-up from Evil Ryu.
It goes with the double-double, which is so good against big bodies, because you have so much to contend with. What?
No,
okay.
Even after jumping and waiting that entire time, the air medium did not hit, and with that, that's going to be some thievery to send us out of there. I'm going to play BLACKxAKATSUKI now. Good luck and have fun, BLACKxAKATSUKI.
You heard it here first. We are heading into our grand finals at time. Isicera brought on this team specifically to stop the other team. So the question is, will we see a change of fate, or will Isicera prove that they have the proper flight swatter for this problem? Akatsuki going to spend his resources early. Got a lot of damage on the assist. But also a very low HP point. Meaning that, oh, Isicera sands that drop like he had a very good ability to do most of the life bar. Hey, gold armor. Akatsuki looking to just stall out as much as they can, but Isicera actually finds a connection at max range off the assist. Swings back in. Akatsuki's confidence in this Ultron, snaps it back in, wants the X, realizes the threat this character is an X factor. But that is the interesting thing. Akatsuki may be underestimating the fact that Isicera with Jill in the front always has an anchor, but never mind, solves that problem too. And now all up to War Machine. This character is still pretty damn good in X, but definitely one of the least proven in that situation. Checks the drone, gets hit by the X, and Akatsuki stays in the driver's seat. Gonna put a clean one towards his. Reset situation. Let's see if he can hold it up, or is Isicera just getting started? Okay, good confirm. Another drop, though, means that Evil Ryu may actually be the one to get the kill here. No, returning the favor. Both players stopping it at about the 50% here. Ooh, stuffs it. Using the Fade Grenade movement here. Gonna tag the assist. Isicera just looking for ground. Actually not able to catch. And that red fireball doing a fantastic job of just preventing her from jumping. But still has good control of this ground game. Goes into the drop. Almost confirm. Actually gets confirmed on the late laser. Goes for the meaty. And X, just so much abuse between these different sets. Good patience. And fantastic sneak over the corner. Crossing up. And once again, Jill's already at the brink of death from this Ultron. So the X Factor going to fade. X coming in about half health. Has X to his X Factor, but oh my gosh. Akatsuki's momentum. Just a total wrecking ball. And now already on the verge of a reset. Just so many fast matches. Just feeling like a very different Akatsuki than we were seeing earlier. Isicera gets a clean first hit here. And now building her own landscape of monumental movement here. Ooh. Fantastic respect. Looking for those Psycho Crushers as they come out. Confirm. Akatsuki going to lie. It's the full available infinite. No, it just wants the easy route to level 3. Making the proper precautions. An incredible guard break. The multi-hit catching War Machine. With the extension from X Factor, gonna make this an easy kill, but ooh, a critical drop. War Destroyer to buy us some time. Shockwave. That actually does enough. Catching the point and killing the assist character. We get the Buster Charge. And back into the War Destroyer. Cross up. Gonna get a weird hit.
Isicera looking like they were tailing behind in the momentum. Now drawing about even as Akatsuki has no bar. Only has Bison, no X Factor. And Isicera just has all the chip tools, but fantastic swing onto the man. And now it's back to War Machine. Ooh, comes down at the foot. Is this super going to be enough? Have to scale? Looks like it. And there we go. Akatsuki gets the reset. Goes back. We're going to see Isicera has another team, possibly. Maybe Jill doesn't want to be the point character here. Possibility to return to Sentinel is always a character she likes. There we go. What'll it be? There we go. There's the Sentinel.
Bone Wonderland.
There can be only one winner. It's do or die.
There we go. Fully reset grand finals. Isicera now back to that Sentinel assist. Akatsuki back to the Nero. Okay, making great use of drones, just controlling that ground. It's the full extension, beam. A little bit more damage off the assist. Isicera making a full utilization of the lethal defense options available to this character. Baits another Shaiko Crusher, just looking to use the spit and fly. But overcommit with the air ride. Here we go, off the recliner, likely has enough here. Oh my gosh, that sweep from Bison. Full screen, but this character hard to kill in a single touch. Let's see what Akatsuki does. Let it go. Goes for another chip option. Isicera blocks successfully. I don't think that's going to work out. And actually, I think he had the ability to block there, but somehow that's still... They're going to slow it down. Relies on the pickup here. Oh, the pickup again, but this time tags the assist. Baits out the Nero. And gets caught by the assist. But the access to the Ultron, this much more grounded team is now actually very easily caught by the drone and the Mega Man pressure. Oh, goes to the beam. If you don't recall what weapon he's wielding, you can get different supers. Tagging the edge. That fireball's still on screen, and utilizing drones, just wants to keep the pressure, goes for the cross-up. And with X Factor still for Isicera, that option for Akatsuki just proving to not do much other than let him spend his resources. And with two different teams and a very different outlook, Isicera this time going up one again. And drones once again coming into play, the defensive tool that Isicera needs. This grounded game from Akatsuki just not able to get started. Punish on the assist this time. Look at that. Almost a fantastic read. Isicera just making good use of the defensive options. Baits the beam. Let's lose the grenade. Tries to go for an easy low here. Utilizing the gun movement. Has to orchestrate both defense options that are not instantly beamed and also space for the Sentinel assist. Oh, and tags him with the shockwave. Actually gets a full connect too. Well, not the highest amount of damage. Isicera making a great use of her resources to put him into a bad situation, but Akatsuki not looking so bad. Bringing in Bison, hoping to rely on that Psycho Crusher to beat the Buster here. Ooh, a fantastic pickup, relying on that red fireball and that incredibly useful little pop-up assist from Nero. Now, to Akatsuki, the biggest threat of the team gone. However, Isicera is still a strong contender with her Sentinel. Ooh, absolute evisceration of that assist option. But yeah, it's going to be a little too slow to reliably use that as a pickup from Evil Ryu. Activates the X. Looks for the fastest route here. Oh no! And a tiny gap distance, but the fact that Sentinel doesn't travel as far means that Isicera almost lost the character as opposed to getting that kill. And Sentinel Force is the savior of the day here. The little X. Akatsuki just making so much use of Nero's incredibly strong Super Suite. But there's still a Sentinel on screen, and maybe not. One up for Akatsuki. Alright, fully capable. Gets a great starter, which means he's going to have to get the entire rep variation. Gets a lot of bar for the trouble. Oh, last hit of Sentinel Force doesn't connect properly on the weird character. And Isicera gets hit for their trouble. Akatsuki swings straight into the recliner again. Isicera goes for the full extensions. Looks to chase. And just doing some fantastic capitalizing on some very unsafe options. Middle Force again. Brings in the X. Okay, catches. Katsu taking all the right risks to just keep the X from starting to play, but gets caught. Ooh, not well enough. Psycho Crusher, the homie assist. Oh my gosh. Super close. Isicera doing a good job of using a fade back defense. And now 50% of X Factor already gone, dropping. And now, last bit of X Factor into the Sentinel. Isicera making the clutch she needs to make. But, oh, he might be able to break into this. Just barely not punished. It is incredibly important that Isicera rely on the defensive options and the incredibly good tool. Okay, Akatsuki spends it, and Isicera reads the incredibly predictable, but oh, I think they wanted a hard drive, didn't get it. Akatsuki's got another one. Nice throw. And some stress involved. 2 on the board for Isicera. Another throw. This time using the flip out variation for the reset here, Isicera trying to do his best to completely control the space, but that Bison assist just doing wonders. Gets a catch again, instant air super doing its work. Ooh, fantastic call out, Sentinels. And complete checkmate. Taking a huge chunk off that assist. Ooh, overcommit, and that's all it is for Jill Stars. But once again, oh, the assist ruining that combo, but it's fine. Isicera just shifting into the keep away gear here. Be at least a little bit respectful of some of the anti-projectile options Nero has in there. Oh, great pickup. This goes for the little damage they can get. Every little bit helps here. Isicera playing for the next hit here, either looking for the snap or an opportunity to get the snipe. Finds it. Puts the pressure on. Evil Ryu so weak if he gets connected on. But that Bison assist just proving to be the problem. X-Factors, brings in Sentinel. Going to rely on the spit here. Ooh, caught. Afraid to commit because of the Bison. Instead, able to utilize the options. One more. Ooh. Last bit of X-Factor. Drones. Ooh, drones again. And Isicera. Risky, but calculated defenses. Just coming out the victor. And what felt more like chess than Marvel. Asura takes it. 3 to Akatsuki's 1, closing out West Coast palette swap. Holy hell.